Okay. Hello. Let me see. I think I'm live. It looks like I'm live. Hello, everybody. I don't know if anybody's here because I am not going to be looking at the chat. So I hope whoever is listening, if everybody's well, I hope you had a Merry Christmas. I had a great Christmas. It's been busy as usual. And now what we call in Norway, it's called Romjul. And it's the time between Christmas and New Year, which I think is really good. It's good to have a name like that. I don't even understand why we don't have it. But anyway, I hope everyone's great and have had a good time. I'm just going to get right stuck into this. I'm not going to muck around today. I don't have the time. I've got things that I want to do because it is New Year's Eve. So I'm just going to put a little bit of housekeeping out there for this stream. I do have mods. The mods are not going to be talking. They're just going to be watching. They don't need to talk. They're just here. If you've got any questions, I won't be answering any questions until I stop and say that I'm going to be going to answer questions. So you can put them in there, but I'm not watching the chat and I won't be addressing anything. And if it's not relevant to what I'm going to be talking about, then don't even worry about it because I'm not going to even address it. And if you're going to ask me questions that I've already addressed, you're only going to be booted. And if you keep coming back, you're still going to be booted. So I just won't bother with it. And I haven't got time. I just don't want to be here listening to rubbish. The other thing is, if you've got relevant questions and I'm really busy talking about something, one of the mods will come in, they'll tag you and they'll say to you to wait until I take a break, okay? So just bear in mind that that's going to happen. And I'm only going to be answering some questions. I'm not going to be answering 100, it doesn't matter. You're probably not even going to ask any questions at all. You're probably just going to sit there and watch. I don't know. Some of you are probably just going to come in here and troll. Who knows? But I'm just putting out some housekeeping for you guys, just so you know how it's going to play today. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on lots of things. I'm not going to drag this out because there's no reason to go on and on about this. Some of you guys are going to know some of this information. Some of you may not. And some of you are going to probably know for the first time some of the information that I'm going to give out. So please be patient. I'm not a creator. I've just decided that this is time that this came out. It's been long standing. The reasons why I haven't gone out and said anything have been, hang on a second. I've just got a whippersnipper going here. Just hold on a second. Oh, sorry, guys. I thought I should have done that and just kept the air conditioning on because it's just so stinking hot here. So where was I? Yeah, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time waffling on like most people do, just go on and on and on and on and on. I'm just going to be straight out telling you the points, the facts that I've got, and just moving on. I'll address them with some people. Now, as far as coming up on panel, I will be letting some people come up on panel, and it will be one-on-one. It's not going to be this gang-banging situation that most of you guys tend to do. Yeah, and I said it, gang-banging. That's what it's like when you get up there with many people. It's just horrible. But I'm not going to do this. So you will get to come up, but there's only going to be certain people that are going to come up. So that's just the way it is. I'm limited with the time that I want to spend on this. And at the end of this, I'm going to have a lot of information that I'm not putting here because some of it could be legally used for prosecution. And yeah, it can be. So, for instance, Mummy Ramblings, you're probably not here, but if any of your friends are around, please reach out. I know that you can get in contact with somebody that knows me, but I'm pretty sure that we've got it picked into who's been harassing you for all these months. So putting that information out here will just only jeopardize your situation. But I think those people are listening right now. So you're going to be worried, guys, because what you guys have been doing here and playing this dumb games that you play, and yeah, you think it's only YouTube. Well, maybe it's only YouTube to you guys, but some people come here because they want to find a place, to find friendships, because they're capacitated either physically, they may have some mental health issues, but they're looking for friendships. And what you guys do here is you absolutely destroy that. You kill anybody's feelings that they have no idea what's going on. You know the rules, you know what's going on, but you change the rules when anybody starts playing with you. And that's the problem when you're the house. If you're going to stack those cards to only benefit you all the time, it's any wonder some of us going around are being painted as crazy people. We're not. We're just not. It's just that you change the rules and you use people constantly and you talk no sense. I mean, seriously, listening to some of you sometimes, you make no sense. You contradict yourselves all the time. I cannot believe that some of the people listen to you and believe you, and you've been able to go on this length of time. I'm flabbergasted. But then you've got a bunch of enablers with you. So no wonder. So on that note, let me just say one thing. I'm not here to be your emotional vibrator. So if you don't want to be here, then just go. You want to listen? Then just listen. You want to be screen sniping me? I don't care. Do it. Because the information's going to get out anyway. Okay? So let's go. Let's just have a look at what my observations over all this time has been. We sit in a quagmire of emotional and verbal abusers. You guys emotionally harass, you take money from victims who do not have the money, you cry poor, and yes, there's ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching of money going on all the time. I've never seen anything like it. Do you guys actually know what it's like to run a business? Because if you run a business, you do not talk money like you talk money, you guys. You keep that private. And anybody that knows anything about this, even people that have a lot of money, they don't talk about their money because it's crass. It's low life. And that's what you guys are, low life. That you got to talk money all the time, pretend that you don't need it, but then you're putting up your PayPal. You're crass. You're pathetic. You gang stalk, and then you talk about everybody else being the victims. And then you turn around and you say, oh, they're crying victim. They're crying victim. What do you expect when you sit there and you gang stalk with all the people that follow you? In the last 48 hours, what I've seen going on this internet in this part of the world gobsmacks me. But then again, it doesn't, because I think that what I did in some ways is what I do is called chomping the waters, guys. I don't know if you know what chomping the waters is. You seen Jaws? Do you remember that scene where he's chomping the waters, he's throwing the blood out there to get the sharks coming around? I've done that quite a few times since I've been here. And every time I chomp the waters, those sharks bite. And they either do their confessions, and they try to come up front and do their confessions. And they think by doing their confessions that this is going to go well for them because they've got their enablers in the chat. But let's get this party started. Let's move along, because this is a year that none of us have ever experienced before. I don't know about you guys, but our country nearly burnt down. It was crazy. And then we had COVID, and since then we've been there. We're never going to see this kind of year ever again. Next year is going to be different because we've all experienced this. We all know what to expect. This year, we didn't. So on that note, I'm just going to move down and I'm going to tell you a brief little history about me, just really briefly, about why I'm starting to do what I'm doing. Because for me, it's been a tough year. I was with a group called the Boomers Group. I never made that up, and you'll see the screenshots to that. That was made up of Bee Stinger and facilitated by Count Me In. They asked me to be part of their group. And here's the thing, I don't like being part of groups, because the problem with groups are that you are always going to have somebody betray you. I don't like it. I like hanging out. I like doing my own thing. And I do have really, really close friends that are parts of those groups. But I just don't like groups because I don't like group mentality. And this is what you see. It becomes Lord of the Flies. I don't like being part of it. But having said that, the people that I was with at the time, Count Me In, Bee Stinger, Twiggy and Claire, and we were called the Boomers after she made that group. It was fun in the beginning. It was fun, but it changed. It changed dramatically. And I had two of those people absolutely stab me in the back. And one of them in particular was really disgraceful, feeding information to two other people that we will be talking about. So, the beginning of this year, after I'd been with Misery, and here's the thing about this. You girls, stop telling the story that you're telling. It's a whole lot of cock and bull. You talk porkies like you just make stuff up. What's wrong with you? Jessica getting up there. Go over to Breaking the Silence or Mandy Lynn or whoever that is with Bodhi, where she's sitting up there telling some ridiculous story. You think you're some fucking celeb? You think you're a celebrity? No, you're not. Jessica, with a K, with not a K. You're so unimportant, it's not funny. You running around telling this stupid story about Misery and Granny Fanny, some of it's true, but the most part, it's garbage. You got kicked out of that group because he recognised all the shit that you were doing in his chat, doxing people. At the time, it was Jamie that you were doxing as Bucky Buckaroo. Oh, Bucky Buckaroo's just such a nice troll. No, it's not a nice troll. You made up a story about her stealing his credit card. Now, some people didn't believe that. But you know what? With the rest of the people and the way the group mentality is here, you made it such a mess. And okay, Jamie's not a victim here either. But some of the garbage that you were doing was just gross. You were doxing her left, right, and centre. Bucky was doxing her and all your other alts with Amy. So you got booted because he finally started to register what diseased blue waffles you are. If anyone doesn't know what a blue waffle is, I'm not putting it here because I'd get struck for porn. Go and have a little look at what a blue waffle is. That's exactly what these people are. She took my skid marks because that's what I called you. But you do, you leave your skid marks all over the place. But hang on a second, I'm going to have to change that because you stole my information again. That's what you do. You steal information and you use it for yourself. Go and have a look at what blue waffles are. Some people here know what they are, but that's you guys. You're disgusting. You make me ill. I always want to have a shower after things like this. Anyway, it started with you, Nikki. You got her up and let her go to town on me, and it started from there, and you let her slander and harass me and let this campaign started. You're my friend. I spent 2 months on the phone with you every day, trying to stop you going live, trying to stop you screaming like a banshee on the internet, humiliating yourself night after night, and then listening to you say, you know what? Sorry, let me just try and get into a Nikki. I can't do it, actually. I don't even know how to do Nikki, but let's just say this. She thought she was content for a while there. Content? Your content? Any of you are content? No. As soon as I'm finished this night, you're gone, you're done. I don't want to ever speak to you, speak about you. You are irrelevant. All of you are going to become irrelevant. But you, Nikki, my friend, I told both you and Robbie what was going to happen if you went down this road with these women. These blue waffles. And you, in turn, became blue waffles yourselves. And what did you do? You say to me, oh, I always go to the source. I don't understand why friends, when they're not friends, can't just let it be. Can't just let it be. Well, here's the thing, Nikki and Robbie. I did let it be. You know that I just walked away. I blocked you and I walked away. You didn't like that. So you started on me. And you keep saying, time after time, I'm the one that harassed you. I'm the one that went after you. No, Nikki, you kicked that football out into the oval. You started this. You allowed Jessika to come up and tell her garbage. And forevermore, Nikki, I will never, ever forgive you for that because you stabbed me in the back. Hang on a second. Maybe somebody's just trying to tell me. Oh, goodness me. Thank you very much. You stabbed me in the back. And that's what you do actually to quite a lot of your friends. And I've got this feeling, I don't know, Robbie, what's happened between you and Nikki, but here's the thing. We already knew that you two had fallen to pieces because you think people are stupid. You think that we don't watch what's going on, that all of a sudden you're not there, over there, kissing each other's anuses, doing whatever you do, talking disgusting like you do, like you always talk about sex. It's just gross, and it's no content, and it's not amusing. It might be amusing every now and again, but it's just so immature. It's ridiculous. And then the chat sits there, and they think it's so funny. What's wrong with you guys? Are you also illiterate? Because I think so. Or are you that high on something that you have no idea what's going on? I don't know, but it's just so crazy to watch. But Nikki, you and then also Robbie helped facilitate these two women along with Breakfast Club. There was about 7 of you that were just going around having a good time at my expense. I had a good reputation. I had friends here. I had people, and we were having a nice time. And unfortunately, this whole thing with James, who I think what happened to him was absolutely disgraceful. RDA, you know you lied. What the fuck, guy? Your days are numbered, buddy. Trust me. You and your videos, your soundboards, you're clipping up, making all these lies about him. You guys were so butthurt because he has the skills that you don't. You're too busy telling stupid jokes time after time. If you'd focused on your talents, what little talents you had, maybe you'd make a go at it. But no, you just decided to make James a target. Yeah, you all played some games with each other. You all knew what the games were. But no, you decided to go that step further and make all these bullshit stories. Yeah, you all knew how to play this, but you changed the rules again and you destroyed a person. Did he say and do some things that were inappropriately done? Absolutely. And I said that to him when I went on his live. Don't get me wrong. We all may do some things that are inappropriate. But Cosmic, I did say something to you that I witnessed once. So don't sit there and say things to me that they're growing people and this, that, and the other. No, what you did was wrong. And this is going to be proven after this live. Not today, because that's not what this is all about. I'm just throwing it in there because I've had enough of you guys as well. You could have had some fun here. You could have made some honest to God friends, but no, you just want to destroy things. If you haven't been able to get up there and get up to the top now or get somewhere up here in YouTube, you're never going to do it. It's never going to happen. Just forget it, guys. And that goes with most of you here. If you've been down here for 10 years, oh my God, I'd put a bullet to my head and just shoot, because you're never, ever going to make it out of this area. So let's just say, so what was happening to me? Well, every night, nearly every night, if it wasn't BCF's lives, it was Jessica's lives. It wasn't Jessica, it was over to Robbie's. If it wasn't Robbie, then it was over to Nikki. Just bouncing around, just having a go at my expense. My friendships out there. And do you know what, guys? I was helping people. There are people here that really wanted some help because they are in abusive relationships, because they needed somebody to talk to. And what do? You just destroy that. And do you know why you destroy that? Because you hate somebody that is smart, intelligent, is empathetic, will stand up to assholes like you and will talk. That's what I'm doing now. I'm fed up with this area, and this last 24 hours of the bullshit that I've seen people pulling. How audacious some of the shit that's been going on. One in particular, and I know why that went down. And I'll speak on that at the very end. So what did you guys do to me? You slandered, you stalked me to a level I've never, ever experienced in my life. We have real life stalkers out there, people that are experiencing this with their husbands or even their wives or boyfriends, or Nikki all of a sudden has a stalker. That's a convenient time that that's happening. And me calling it out like this, yeah, I just find it all too convenient. But here's the thing, Nikki, again, you're talking about the exact thing that you were doing to me. Don't tell me you haven't, because you have. I'm not going to sit here and play all those lives that you have all conveniently deleted. That's what you do. You hide it all. And it never happened, because one day here in YouTube is like 3 weeks. Everybody forgets. I don't. It's not that I don't want to let it go. It's just that I have to remember what arseholes you were. I have to remember what kind of pathetic people you are, masquerading in Christianity or sobriety or whatever you want to throw out there, and that's the flavor of the month. Do you know what? The majority of people on YouTube are going through something. Don't sit there and pretend that your life is any worse than somebody else's. In fact, you shouldn't be carrying on like this. You should be lifting other people up, but you don't. You just don't. You just talk about yourselves all the time, and then you bitch and moan about somebody that challenges you. You know, when you're on places like this, you've got to take the hits. And that shows me how immature and unable you are to deal with this. You're going to get people that don't like you, and you are going to get complaints. But here's the thing. It has no place here. We shouldn't be listening to it. It's nobody's business. If you're supposed to be this big person, this professional, this person that's supposed to be learning what's going on, stop telling and dobbing on people that are giving their opinion on you. Get over it. Welcome to the real world. You want to be famous? Then deal with it. Why do you think truly famous people, you don't see them around? Because they have real stalkers. They don't give a shit about this stuff. They ignore it. But not you guys. No, not you guys. You get on here and you hammer subs, you degrade them, you humiliate them, you call them out. And it just shows how pathetic you really are, because you just do not have a backbone, and you do not have the ability to understand that this is the way it is when you come out and you put yourself out there. You're going to get people that knock you, and they're going to get people that don't believe you. And you're going to get this even when they begin to know that you are the arseholes that you are. You're going to get it more. So 6 months I had this. 6 months. And you guys whinged that you had it for a couple of months. And you, Robbie, you sit up there and you say, oh, this space monster's been harassing me for 12 months. I have not. What did I do? 3 little videos on you because you'd spent all that time harassing me? And you get absolutely so hurt over that. And here's the thing, Robbie, they're your words. They're your words. And do I believe about your sobriety? I said I didn't. And did I say that I wanted to hurt you? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Because you were stabbing me in the back over and over and over again and telling lies about me. You were telling lies about me. You were, Nikki was, Breakfast Club, Arslicker and Blamey, the Blue Waffle Gang with the rest of the Blue Waffles. You thought you were just such a force to be reckoned with at the time, didn't you? But here's the thing, guys, what you don't realise. Those 2 girls, They've been trolling you. They're the ones that have been attacking you, not me. That's what they do. And I'm going to show you that. You guys have went out there and used my company's name. You went out there and trolled me with my name. And now, just the other day, in Mandy's live, one of you went out there in my sister that passed away just recently as her name. What is wrong with you people? That is obsessive. That is stalking. And that has some serious issues when you're doing that. Don't you ever sit here and say about anybody that you're harassing that they have mental health issues when they clap back. I've seen creators here just go after people and set people up and then whinge and whine and flap their big mouths over and over again, and then get their little tiny minions sitting on their little channels doing the same. You have no intelligence. You are disgusting abusers and enablers. You enjoy gang stalking. And at its peak with me, I had about 30 to 60 people going at me. They were going and trying to doing stuff to my sons. And don't tell me, Bam Bam, that it wasn't happening. How the hell do you know what's going on with my children if you're not participating? Don't you ever call me a liar. That's you, Bam Bam. And yes, I'm finally mentioning your name. And if you want to go and drag me to the cows go home, good. Sit in your grovelly little place, because I'm so tired of listening to you go on and on about the same garbage. You make your stories up, but don't you ever call me a liar. My sons got in touch. My son's girlfriend got in touch with the troll page. Didn't they, Tinksy? Yeah. They did. Because they could see what was going on. They knew what was happening. I told them we had to talk because you guys dragged my kids into this, my sons. Now, hang on. My sons are 28 years of age. It's cool. They're big boys. They've trained in the military, so I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it at all. These boys can handle themselves. They're twins. They've got great friends, and they are people you don't want to mess around with. You just don't, because they've got friends as well, guys. And guess what? They're all connected with people that are pretty smart on the internet and knows what goes on. You think you guys are omnipotent? You think that you've got this all worked out and you make all this garbage up? But don't forget, some of us, we have got connections elsewhere. We do have lives. We are smart. We might not spend our time dragging around here and getting involved in all this garbage. But don't sit here, Bam Bam, and ever tell me that I'm a liar. Because by the time I'm finished with, you're the one that's going to be the liar. Your mates troll you, Bam Bam. Your best buddy, Amy, who you think is a good girl and knows everything, man, I'd be checking my back if I was you. Really. But anyway, let's keep moving. So my decision to come back here was I watched, somebody mentioned something to me because good old Nikki, the facilitator, fired up alive, got her friend Jessica to come up. And I heard something, this whispering. I knew something was going on between Doodle and Casper. And I actually threw out a question to you, Rev. You stupid, Rev, you're such a dumb fuck. You really are. If you think you might know a lot what's going on, but here's the thing, you know a little bit about a lot, which means you know fuck all. It's like the rest of these guys. If you don't think you're being played, man, I laugh at you because you sit there thinking you know what's going on and she's playing you like a fiddle, and I throw that question out, and that's exactly what I needed from you. You stupid fool. Because here's the thing, they always have to have a fool. And right now, you're one of them. So Smokey P and whoever else is in their little web. But don't listen to me. Don't worry about what I'm saying, because I'm crazy. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm a bad person. So anyway, Nikki fires up alive. Good old Jess Arslicker gets up there, says, oh, I've been away. I've had COVID. I had to have blood transfusion. No, you didn't. You've been running around as smarty pants, trolling around, doing your disgusting behaviour. You did not have COVID. Shut up. Stop using COVID, because there's been a lot of people that have died from COVID. You weaponise things for your own advantage. Just shut up. The crap that comes out of your mouths just astounds me, and people believe you. I had COVID. Oh, my God. Anyway, let's keep going. So Smarty Pants, who was trolling around, and probably any other troll, but I just don't have time, but I noticed that Smarty Pants was around because they always use these ridiculous names. Smarty Pants. Fuck. Anyway, she returns. There's all this stuff going on with Casper, and something's going on, and I'm watching this go down, and who turns up and who says, oh, I wish Ty Biggs would come back. I wish Ty Biggs would come back. Well, let me say this. When I last did my chomping of the waters, and I took my live down for a specific reason that I'll come to later, you guys started confessing, which is exactly what I wanted you to do. Because, what do the police do when they want to really get somebody? They've got the evidence, they've got all the information, but what do they want? What do they really, really want? They want a confession. And you fools, you smarty pants, sit up on your lives and sit there going, I just want to tell you, I got a confession to tell you. Yes, I was just one of the clots. Oh, fuck. And yes, I was Bucky Buckaroo, Arslicker. And in amongst all the other trolls that I'll shoot you off eventually, guys. I'm not going to run through them because, goodness me, we'd have to spend 4 days on it. And she says that she's Bucky Buckaroo, doxing all over the place. Bucky Buckaroo's so much fun. But then she says, then she gets up on a live and she says, with Gnarly, I think it would be so much fun if Ty Biggs comes back. And I knew right then and there what was going to go down. Someone was going to start being harassed. And so this story has been going around about Casper and Doodle and this relationship. And here's the thing about that. Yeah, they put it out there. I don't really know, because I don't think Doodle's ever going to tell you the truth. She's going to sit there and get her truth out today, because she's that little Bo Peep. Isn't she that southern girl? Isn't she that southern girl sitting there with her little crossbow, with her little hand on her little cane of hers? And she's sitting there and she's saying, where's my little sheep? Where are they? I'm just so happy in my world. I'm so innocent. Butter wouldn't melt in my mouth. It just wouldn't, because I'm just such a good girl. Here's the thing, Doodle. I saw you in the den. Yeah, I saw you in there, baby. You were having a bit of fun with those porn danks, weren't you? What were you doing? What were you doing there? You're not there now. You disappeared. But I saw you there. Got all those screenshots of you, Doodle. You've been a naughty Doodle. You've been a naughty Doodle. Doodle, you naughty Doodle. Doodly doo. Doodly doo. Let's keep going. So then you know what? The self-confessions, they're always so much fun. It's great fun when you hear the self-confessions, because they've been spewing their propaganda, and here we are, they're doing it again. This time, it's Casper. It's Casper all over again with the tidy-whities. I'm going to bring some screenshots up for you, and we're going to go through some things there, because I'm going to finish up talking about my little bit here and why I've decided to come back. And don't you dare sit there, Amy, Blamey and Arslicker. Sorry, just got to get the names right. You know me. I'm not smart. Anyway, Blamey and Arslick are up there spinning their bullshit again, saying that me and Casper are talking. Yeah, I reached out to Casper and I asked if he was okay, because guess what? That's what I do. I do that. Even when people have been an arsehole to me like Casper has. Yes, Casper, you know you were an arsehole. You did join in with this group. You were the first knot, which wasn't funny and was inappropriate, because if I'd done the same to you, which is what is exactly being done to you right now, now you know what it's like. In fact, it's not fun, is it? But here's the thing about these two girls again. They facilitated, again, the first tidy-whities thing. And I'm going to show you who the real Ty Biggums is. And we're going to just get down to it. Because, again, they stalk in your real life. And, again, Nikki, you facilitated this. You even got pissed off with Casper. And I thought Casper was supposed to be your friend. But here's the thing. That's what you were doing. You were holding his hand while Doodle distanced herself from him. You were sent in to be his mother and look after him, didn't you? You're disgusting. He was your friend and you stabbed him in the back. And you went around telling everybody, ooh, Casper's bi. Really? Really, Nikki? He's your friend. He's supposed to be your friend. Why didn't you go to him and say, geez, Casper, there's this stuff going on around about you. Let's talk about it. What's happening? No, you don't. You whisper. You do secret whispering in corners, don't you, Nikki? Innocent Nikki. Nikki who goes to their friends and talks about it, don't you, Nikki? You facilitated this, and then you hurt him. And yeah, you can all call him you can all say he needs to get some balls. Mick Brown. Shut up, Mick. Just shut up, you prick. You think you're so fucking funny? You and your fucking so-called wife or whatever you want to call yourself swinging around like monkeys. Stop making these horrible comments and joining in. You don't know the full story, and if you do, then shut the fuck up and get out of here, because you're part of the problem as well. But back to you again, Nikki. Your facilitated ass slicker up there. She mentions Ty Biggs, and away we go. Ty Biggs comes up and throws up those videos of Casper to do the propaganda again. And no, I'm not talking to Casper. But you know what you did? You kicked me into the area that I needed to. You started this shit with me. And you're going to finish it. And I'm going to finish it with you guys. I am. And if you want to go on and on and on with this for the rest of your lives, I don't care. But I'm finishing it with you. And if you dare do anything more, trust me, our laws have changed here. And if you think they can't reach across the waters now because the laws are changing, yeah, the internet has been running away and has been madness for a while. But guess what? Legislations, laws, they're catching up. And if I've got to spend the money, and believe you me, I do have the money, to pin your asses to a cross and burn you down like I'm going to do tonight, I'll do it. I'll do it. Because unlike you that sprout off that you've got all this money when you're living in a trailer, and excuse me, guys, I have nothing wrong with that. Please forgive me if you think that I'm having a go at people like that. No, I'm having a go at Arse Liquor, who says that she's got the life that everybody wants and puts everybody down, but she's sitting in a trailer. And wanting to give James money? Man, when you have had as many money problems that you've had, you can't be saying those things. You just can't. And again, shut up, smarty pants. So, you did this, guys. You started this all off. You decided that you thought you were omnipotent and that you would go and harass and impersonate Casper. So here's the thing about this new site. Casper shut all his places down when that happened. Because, you know, whilst he says that he thinks it was okay, it was like he wanted to shut those down because he probably did forget them. Who knows? But he shut them down. I believe him. I do believe him in that. But that he would have a new site there and the doodle, you probably got shown that by those two blue waffles and said, look what he's doing. Look at him. Look what he's doing. He's such a liar. Either you got shown that or you were part of it too. But once again, who else was involved with that from the very beginning? It was you, count me in. Wait till you see the screenshots that she sent me in regards to other people. You deserve all the shit that you're going to get now from what you've put other people in. And Doodle, again, you don't do your due diligence. You be little Bo Peep, skipping around, pretending that you know nothing. But you guys are like the Weinstein enablers. You know exactly what's going on. And you become complicit, and because you want to be up there with all these people thinking that this is so cool and these guys are so much fun and they're in the know and they're celebrities, that you shut your eyes and you let it happen. Hey, and we all know about the Weinstein enablers, don't we? And all those people, all those women and men probably that were hurt by him. You're like that, Doodle. And anybody else that's participating in this. I noticed, Doodle, that you had to get up there and pretend and get up there and try and get out there and give your information, your story. You only told a bit of the story, Doodle. You forgot to tell them that you were in the den popping up porn photos. I mean, don't get me wrong. You can do that if you want. But don't sit around there and judge other people and tell me that you're Miss Bo Peep. You're not. You're a horrible, horrible person. And even if you didn't want to have a relationship with him anymore, why didn't you really do it in an adult manner? Why have you allowed it to go on like this? Why are you sitting there having all these people defend you like this? Because guess what? They've done this. You see them in the lists. People going, don't touch Casper, don't touch Nikki, don't touch Robbie, don't touch Doodle. Don't touch Arslicker and Blamey. Leave them alone. And then all of a sudden, someone falls off. So now Casper's out. Before it was also BCF. But I want to know, Doodle, how can you explain all this? I don't think you can. I really don't think you can. Because I've got the screenshots of you telling me that you don't trust him. And I've got the screenshots from May where you're saying that you've left Blamey and Arslicker and that you don't believe what they're saying. And here you are today being protected by these people. I don't know. Anyway, you guys are terrorists. That's all you are. You humiliate, you terrorize, and you think that you are truth tellers and you're going out there doing something righteous. No, you're not. You're just destructive. So on that note for a second, I'm just going to take a little pause and I'm just going to have a little look at the chat and see if anyone's around. Let me just see. I'm just got a message that maybe I've removed myself from the stream. Oh my God. Have I? Hang on a second. Can everyone see me? Am I here? Can you hear me? How embarrassing. Can any of my mods just send me a message, tell me if they can hear me? My avatar's down, but you can hear me. Okay, let me just see. How do I put my avatar? Okay, so let me just check to see. I'm sorry, guys. Let me just see. Do I just press? I really don't know how to do this properly because, as I said, I'm not. Do I just press on it to bring my avatar back in? Remove? No. Oh, well, it's not that important, is it, guys? If I find it later on, we'll get on with it. It's not really. I'm still here. You can still hear me, right, guys? But my avatar's just removed, isn't it? Isn't that right? So that's not important. I can get it up after. So here we go. I might just now start with some screenshots. So yeah, and here's the thing. Am I going to show screenshots? Am I going to show screenshots of my conversations or anyone's conversations? You bet your bottom dollar I am. Do you know why? Don't sit there on panels and say, I think it's awful. I think that whoever does this is a snake in the grass. How dare you go and show screenshots? How dare I? Well, you dared me. You also dared me, ask Liquor, to put your phone number out there. I'll do that in a minute if you like, but when I get to you, then I'll do it, okay? All right? You dared me. I love a good dare. See, the thing about you that you don't realise, I love free diving. I love surfing. I love going for a fantastic ski down a really big mountain. I love skateboarding. All those things, I love doing things that are exhilarating. I don't generally get frightened of too many things. I like diving out of planes. And yeah, I do dive out of planes with parachutes. Those things I do in my real life. Not every day, but they're part of my lifestyle. But you'd be too fat, if that really is you, Jessica, to even jump out of bed. That'd be a problem for you, wouldn't it? So you dare me to do something? Mate, I take that up. No problems. No problems at all. Hi, True Blue. I see you there. So I'm just going to, here we go. I'm just going to say hello to a few people. Now, I'm only in my StreamYards here. I'm just going to go back. I just say hello to a few people. There's probably not many people in here, but let's go. I'll just start here. Stargazer. Hello, Bella Grace. Marie, hello, how are you? Daphne, how are you? Oh, Daphne, the infamous Daphne. They blamed you for being Penelope Pitstop, didn't they, Daph? We all know that's not true. God, they're naughty, aren't they, Daphne? Naughty Penelope. We'll get to Penelope after. Stargazer. Don't know some of these people. Irish gal, Donkey Kong. Hello, Donkey. How are you? Yeah, the cyber laws, mate, didn't they change? We had a big Tinder thing that happened here. This is the thing. This is what I'm saying. It's been a long time coming. There'd been a Tinder predator here. And here's the thing about these companies. They operate in either Ireland or the United States, and they're operating all around the world. And you can't, like YouTube, if you want to sort of pick up the phone and say, hello, somebody's harassing me, or I don't know, how do we stop this? You can't. There's nobody to talk to but an AI or a bot, whatever it is. So this guy was a serial rapist on Tinder. And every time he'd do this, he'd then cancel his profile, and he'd keep going. And of course, with rape, and rape, yes, can happen to men, and it can happen to women. But here's the thing: this was the girls that it was happening to by this guy, and I can't remember how many people he raped, but he raped this young girl, and she tried to do something about it. They tried to get him caught. They tried to get the information. But of course, you know, the laws, they won't give the information over. They just won't. And now she went down a bad road because she was traumatized by it, and she committed suicide. Yeah, she really did commit suicide. And then just recently, her mother, because it was her only daughter, and she brought her up by herself, and she was a quite brilliant student. She committed suicide too because of the grief. So behind the scenes, people were working to bring legislation. And here's the thing, guys, you never get anything done online to bring legislation to stop things. Anybody that believes that, anybody that follows that theory, it's not going to happen. You do that behind the scenes, and you work your ass off to get it going forward. Anything that comes on this platform, that's just garbage. It's palaver and it's loud noise, and nothing will ever be done. Anyway, because of this and because of the way the laws are, it's changed. Thank goodness. And so this is kicking things in, and it is called something around, I can't remember what the law was called, but anyway, Catholic girl, Casper, hello, you're here. Okay, good for you. Well, welcome, Casper. True Blue, hello, True Blue. Serena Hawley, I've seen you around, Serena. Ali Gray, husband-wife trolls are strange. Yeah, they are bizarre, aren't they? It's funny. Smurfy. A few Aussies in here. Catholic girl, hello. Mandy, hello. Yep, a few people here I've said hello to. Let me just go all the way to the bottom. So I don't know if there's any other people in here because I'm only... Jules, you're here. Kay Smalls. Hello, Kay. Carolina. Great. So hang on, guys. I'm just going to mute myself because I'm going to go and get a drink. Let's take a little toilet break because now I'm going to get into the meat of this, okay? We're going to move on. Going to go through screenshots. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I'm showing screenshots. Because guess what? In a court of law, it's what's called evidence. Don't tell me that I can't show screenshots when I have to prove something. Don't you give me your rules. They're not your rules. You've broken all the rules out here. You opened all the can of worms. So before, I never did that. I did two things. I have apologized for it, never going to say it again, moving on. Don't need to do it and don't need to address it. But here's the thing. When you open all these doors and you do the things that you do, you deal those cards, I'm going to deal my own cards. And I've had my trump cards sitting here for a long time. So we're going to play now. So excuse me, I'm going to go get some water. I don't have music to play. Sorry, I'm not that good. I was going to key it up, but I just don't have it. Can't be bothered. So I'm just going to mute myself for a couple of minutes. So hang on a second. I just might see if I can get some music up. See if I can do this, kids. Let me see. No, I can't. Can't be bothered. I don't want to spend too much time. So on that note, I'm going to mute myself. I'll be back in 1 minute. I know that it's dead, but anyone that wants to stay here will stay here, and anyone that wants to not be here, then they're not going to be here. So I don't care. Oh, Dana, you're here. Good to see you, Dana. You've had a bit of things going on. You know too what's been going on, Dana, in some ways. But anyway, let's keep going on. But I'm going to get that water. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I'm back. Went and got some orange juice. Oh, by the way, hi, Fod. How you doing over there? Apparently you're watching me, and I don't know what you're saying. Don't really care. But thank you for joining me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You got your little minions over there watching away there. That's great. I hope you're enjoying yourself, Fod. Anyway, let's get into this. I'm going to bring this up now. Let's see if I can pair this with, where is it? Where are you? Oh, that's right, it's here. So how can I know I need to bring up this screen, and I need to share it here. Let me see, how do I do that? So let me go back here. Sorry guys, as you know, I don't know how to sort this all out. Where am I? Here I am. StreamYards. So I want to share something. How do I share this again? I've opened up the video that I've got. I've opened up the video. Can one of my mods just walk me through this, please? I want to get this video that I've got up so I can just move through it and go go with it. So I've got this video on my YouTube that I want to, how can she when... Yeah, I know that FOD's got some of the people that have been harassing me in her chat. All of Waste Management there. By the way, Waste Management, I don't know. Wait till you see this clanger that I've got of Martin. Absolute clanger. Oh, hey, Martin. Jeg vet at du kommer til å høre meg. I'm just going to talk Norwegian to Martin here. Because that's where I used to live. Jeg vet du hører meg, Martin. Du har vært en veldig, veldig naughty boy. Jeg kommer til å glede meg når jeg viser frem hvem du har pratet med. Dette kommer til å bli kjempegøy, og jeg gleder meg masse, for du har vært en drittsekk. Yeah. I hope you feel great, you guys in Waste Management, when you come in, and all these people that have been kicking around with this dude. How do I go, guys, how do I go and do this? My mod, can you help me with this? Do I just screen share? I just put this one on screen share and I've got on my YouTube channel? Is that what I do? Yeah, I'm pretty unprofessional, aren't I, guys? Here we go. Let me see. Here. There. There. If I open this up, let me see. Can I go back? Guys, I need some help. Can one of you come in and tell me? Because otherwise I'm not going to be able to show these screenshots and I might just have to talk through it and just put it up later on. Okay. Let me just try this. If I share and then, don't worry guys, I haven't got any tabs open or anything like that. It's just not going to happen because I won't be opening up any of this until I, you there. Right. Aha. I think that I have it. Here we go. Wow. I'm so glad I don't do this all the time. This would drive me nuts. So let me just see here. Screen share. Space mod start. Can you help me? I'm in my YouTube. I need to screen share what's in the channel there. Are you able to help me with that? I've got it there. Do you see that? Let me just see. Mini player, cinema mode. It's that one there that's unlisted. Let me just try this. share screen to see how this layout. Oh, there we are. Okay. Let me see. Am I here? Sorry, guys. I know. Oh, God. Let me just see here. Right there. Yep. So I've got that there. And then have to open in a new tab, hit the screen share, and yeah, but Kay, if I'm in the back, if I'm in StreamYards and I click the one that says the avatar and then the screen, that's that. But then I've opened up the tab in my YouTube. Is that correct? And then go to here. Hang on. I'm frustrated with this. It's probably so simple and I just can't work it out. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Here we go. Right. So how do I make that bigger? Let me see. That's that. I can make it like this. Oh, there we go. So can I control this? Oops, it's playing and I want it to play. Take it back. Can I play? Oh, I just go over to where it is, don't I? I just go to the original screen. No, I go here. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Okay. I think I'm in it right now. So we're going to begin here, guys, and we're going to begin with, like I told you, this tidy whities thing, because pretty much it, even though these guys were talking about me and harassing me all the time, it was this that kicked it into the next stratosphere. And here we have them again starting to use another person, which is Casper. They got his information from some place, I don't know what it was, pie in the sky, or I don't know. I don't know any of these places because I don't go to those places. It just doesn't interest me. I don't care. So anyway, I know some people go on these sites. That's just great, fine. But his details were found, and he again was used. So it says, whilst I've got this up here, I'm just showing you how it started off. The troll account was made up, and let me tell you this, that troll account is still out there with these guys running it. I can't believe you guys, you losers. So this comes into whose chat? The facilitator, right? And who is the facilitator? Yep, good old Nikki. There she is. Let's have a look. There it is. I wear tidy whities. Sup, chap? And who was this person supposed to be talking like? Ty Biggums, right? So on the 18th, around the 18th or something, Ty Biggums comes up with these two lovely, and they think really funny little videos trying to prove that Casper is out whoring around behind Doodle's back or whatever. So you try and do this, don't you? A message for Skid Mark Poopy Pants. How amusing. Casper's Red Hot Pie. Look that up. You've already had it struck once, haven't you? And you just put another one back up again. But maybe the whole bloody channel should be struck, because guess what you've done, guys? You've done what's called revenge porn, because this is revenge porn. And that doesn't go down well, because that's exactly what you did. You thought you'd be funny. You thought you'd put him in a hole and make him look bad, and then have all these people in the community putting their little 2 bits worth in, telling him to get balls and stop being this and stop being that. I hope you feel good about yourselves, guys. You too, Mick Brown, going around telling everybody, telling people what they should and shouldn't do. Why don't you get some balls, mate? Stop going around and trying to make yourself God Almighty. You and your wife swinging around. You're disgusting. Stop telling people to get some balls. You got no fucking balls. That's your problem. You get off on all this shit, you loser. So we get these 2 things up because good old Ty Biggums is back. So one of those things gets struck and it's gone down. But guess what? It goes right back up again because these guys think they're so fucking funny. Well, guess what? This is revenge porn, guys. And this, like I said, doesn't go down well. And anybody that accepts this, you're a bunch of fucking losers. So let me just say this. Is it playing? Guys, can you see it? Can you screen share for me? Can you just do this for me? Because I just haven't got a clue. Is it sharing? Guys, sorry. I'm probably... That's okay. Just keep doing it and then I'll tell you just to stop as it goes. But is it screen sharing or not? That's what I want to know. Am I been talking without this up there? Look below your screen. So it hasn't been screen sharing. Okay. So do you want to start from a little bit from the beginning or just quickly zap through it as we go? Yes, it's screen sharing. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, so then it gets pulled down. There we have Ty. Good old Ty Biggs. What's that name there? Why is that name there? Why is that name there? I want to know why that name is there. But it's not playing. I know because I keep moving. Is it playing as I move? Yes, screen is sharing. Is it moving as I go? Let me just check one more time. I just want to make sure that I'm... Sorry, guys, I've got the Discord going because people are my mods are just telling me if it's going. I don't like saying my mods, my friends, the people that have been supporting me, and I'm supporting them. It's playing. Great. Okay. So let's just move along with it. So here we are. So I just want to know why that name is there because I've got a feeling that as we move along, that's going to become evident. But look at this. Casper's underwear boy. Get your ruse, talking about the Australians, out of a knot, using my name again. Drop them man balls, so you can get laid, son. Oh, that's so funny, Ty. So fucking funny. Anyway, let's keep moving along. So who the hell is Ty Biggs? Look at this here in our Slickers chat. And it took, what, 15 minutes to get people coming into this chat? 15 minutes? Oh, yeah, you've got a real lot of friends, Slicker. Good old soul diversity runs from creator to creator, trying to fit in. Oh, Amy's not Ty. Hang on a second. Let me just check to see what's going on here. It's already at Nikki's pitch. Stop. Let me see. Where am I? Shall I just go out of that? Oh, shit. Let me just go back here. Just go back a little bit. No, they're not synced. Can we just go back a little bit? Where are we up to? There we go. Can I touch? How do I get it back? Go back, because I think that there was a couple of photographs that went up that I haven't said who Ty is. Sorry, guys. So we got there. Okay, this is where I was. Just press now. Sorry, guys. I was looking in the wrong screen. Keep going. So then we get to the next one. Doxer my name. Away we go. Telling them to get laid. So keep going. Just keep going with it. And here we go. Just stop this for a sec. Here we are in chat talking about this, right? Stop it. Just stop it. This here was talking about Marie. Now, Marie started questioning. And what's going to happen here, guys, I'm going to put all this out. You're going to be able to read this. I'm going to make it there's going to be documentation, like I said, and it's going to go out for everybody. I don't care. You'll be able to read through all this. But Marie's questioning all this stuff because I was going to talk about this, but again, I got shut down. So you've got them talking about and reacting, and at this time, Casper and Doodle were pretty much buddies and getting along like a house on fire, and things were cool. Just keep going. But as this moves along, what's happening is that Marie ends up being targeted as well. Where are you doing this screen? Is this screen? Let me just hang on a second. I think I know where you are now with this screen. Are you in the YouTube? There we go. So we've got these guys looking. Can you just stop it there? Sorry, guys. There's good old Nikki. Stop it. How do we stop it? What's going through here is all the things that is being talked about in regards to what was leading up to me watching or doing my live. And they're discussing about why I'm not going live. And you've got Mel in there again saying, this is what Space Monster does. She makes people curious, then concerned, then drops little crumbs and clues. So everyone is concerned. She needs to get a job and a real life friends. Sad. She's highly intelligent. Why, thank you. Woman with paranoid and mental illness. That all went blurry. I don't know what that said there, but who cares what this piece of shit says? You know what? Yeah, something happened with my job. I work for an airlines. But guess what? Mel, you only knew part of the story. And let me just say this. You think you knew what was going on, but it goes like this. It's called investigation, arbitration, case, winning the case, a payout, huge, because the people were found to be deceptive, and reinstatement. You go around and tell people's personal information and weaponize it? You piece of shit. Did you tell anybody that you live in a grovelly little tiny house that doesn't get washed? No, you didn't. Do you want me to tell them the condition of the house that you live in? No, because I'm not going to go there, because that's not the kind of person. But I am going to tell you, you are a piece of shit, because the amount of information that you've put across and told about me and backstabbed and made huge deceptive stories calling me mental health issues. You were the one that had the problem. You're the one that's on medication. I sat in the car with you that day, driving back from that lunch, and you started whinging and whining like you always do. And all I wanted to do was get out of that car, because I couldn't believe that I was sitting with a loser like you. I was... Anyway, let's keep going. Superstar mod. So here they go. They keep going on, talking about why I'm stopping and why I didn't do my live. And here's the thing about this. Here's these guys in a secret Discord talking about me. A secret Discord talking about me. Just like the Dreamers Discord, having a conversation. But you guys, you're in a secret Discord having a conversation about me, and it's all secret, cloak and dagger. Superstar, can we keep going? Please? Is she still there? Superstar? Yep, there's the facilitator, the one that just loves to go around and show everybody that she's such a good person. Nikki, gnarly Nikki. Nikki has a lot to answer for. You're a backstabber. You love to hurt people. So let's keep going. So Gnarly sits there and starts talking about me in there again, dropping links into, can you keep moving it along? Thank you. Thank you. And here we go again. We're talking about why I did this and why I did that. And there's Nikki. I'm just going to make this screen big for myself so I can see it. There we go. And she's talking about the fact that she's done it multiple times. Why can't I maneuver this? Anyway, keep going. Let's just keep moving along, because I've got a party to go to. And I'm just just starting to get bored with this, to be honest. Come on, I want to get along and just get some real meat out there. Thank you. I don't know why I can't get it to move. So you can see that these guys are still talking about me. Here she goes talking about, and there's Jessica. So now we're on to Ass Liquor. Good Lord. Like, if that's you, I cannot believe you put that picture up of yourself. I would never put a picture up if I looked like that. I'm sorry, guys. Seriously, if that's her. Anyway, so let's stop here. Here's the facilitator again. Look at her. Ass liquor, ass liquor, ass liquor. Nikki. Let me up. I know what to do. Oh, for God's sakes. Please. Why you think that this woman is so fucking important, I'll never know. Anyway, let's just keep going. Let's move along because I just want to get this out. Did we miss who Ty Biggums is? Geez, I bloody well hope not. Let's keep going. If it does, then I'm going to bring it back. Again, this is the 3rd of December, mind you. Look at this. 3rd of December, Casper's on a panel with Darling Nikki and Blamey. Best of buddies, whooping it up a storm here, having fun. And by the 18th, there's no peace. Astounding. But it was already in the works, wasn't it, guys? You were just holding his hand, weren't you? Gnarly. While you're getting ready to chop it off and then stab him in the back. Let's keep going. Let's keep moving along. I don't understand why I can't make this move. Anyway, keep going. Thank you. I'm sorry, guys. I thought this was going to move a little bit better than what it is, but here you go. Yeah, and here's Ass Liquor. 15 minutes it took before somebody came into your so-called wonderful lie where you start bashing on me again and throwing threats out left, right, and centre and God knows what, and flaring your big fat gob. Like, go on a diet, girl. Do something. If you're that fat slob that you're showing your picture, you should be embarrassed. Seriously, get on a diet for 2021. And if you had COVID for a month, you would have lost weight. It looks like you've actually stacked it on. Okay, let's keep going. And look, there's Blamey again. Look at Blamey in there, of course. Let's go, Star Mod. Stop here. So, see all these here? This is Melinda. Melinda is count me in. Look at all the people that she blames on making lemonade's alts. It was her that was quite adamant that all these people were her. And she's seen in Braun Moxley's live because she had the hots for Braun Moxley, didn't you? Couldn't help yourself. You're all over the place, all over there, weren't you? You were the one that told us that these were the people that were her. So we trusted you and we believed you, and that was our silly mistake. But if there's anyone, Blamey, that had the files on anybody, yeah, we all shared things like this. It was cunt me in that had it. She was the one that wanted to hold all the files. She was the one that wanted to make them. So we let her do it. Did she whinge and whine about it because all of a sudden nobody was giving her praise? Yes, she did. Let's keep going. I just get so bored talking about this woman. Let's go. So here we are with her with all this stuff. I don't know why it's in this order, but that's okay. Let's have a look at this one here. See this here? Now we've blurred it out as much as possible. That, and let's go to the next one. My star mod. Oops, that didn't work out. I don't know why that happened. Go back to that one there. Yeah, there's Bucky Buckaroo. Look at Bucky Buckaroo. Someone asked me to hashtag Jamie's telephone number. Okay, see this here? Go back. That there, I thought we had another screenshot in here, but there's two screenshots that I've got. We may as well just go back to this the first one before that. That there, and I've got another screenshot that's probably going to come in here somewhere. And I'm sorry, for some reason, there's just skipped all over the place. This here, see the name? And I'll repeat myself again on this. I had lunch with Casper and this woman at the beginning of the year. And when he left, she said to me, and I will repeat myself, as he drove away, he's a fucking idiot. He doesn't think I can get his information. And I said, what? And she said she knew all about him. I don't know why she wanted to say that. Yes, were we trying to get information on people when this misery Jamie stuff was going on? Yeah, but it remained within here. It was kind of a little bit like a game. We'd never seen this before. But I don't like real life stuff. I don't like it. I don't think it's appropriate. And when she says this to me, I'd always said we would never do this sort of stuff. I also maintained that we would always keep all the information in our Discords, and we had to do a group consensus if we were going to let it out. Because here's the thing about letting information out. Who are you going to hurt? What are the repercussions of you putting information out there? Are you going to get in the shit? Who's going to be hurt? Is it the right information? So many things you've got to be responsible for. And you've got to be careful that you're not being told that you've betrayed somebody. But look at this. This here is one screenshot, and there is another screenshot of her holding her telephone. This is where she also said to me, I've paid $25 so I can find out all the information on Jamie. I was furious. Here's Jamie's court dates. Jamie, I've blacked out everything. We've blurred it. I've never, ever really looked at it because, to be quite frank, it's none of my business. When we were putting these screenshots, I browsed through it. I don't care. It's none of my business. And I'm sorry that all those things with your family happened. I am. But I'm showing you what these people do. Now, here's the thing about this. Either she was trying to pretend to be some tough person with me, saying that she could do this, because here's the thing about this. Her brother is a very, very important person. Trust me, if he knew that she was doing this shit, this wouldn't go down very well. And I'm not going to say anything about her brother. Because he's when she told us who he was, she was let us know about it. This guy's a big deal. But you're not a big deal, Mel. You're not. So stop trying to pretend to be like him. You're nothing like him. He would be astonished that you're doing this shit. So here you are, Mel, again, with somebody's private information. giving it to me, giving it to our group. What were we going to do with this? I don't care. And again, this proves and shows the kind of shitbag you are. But I've got a feeling, and I think you're going to have to come up with the goods here, Mel, and fall on your sword with a few things. Did you get this from Arslicker and blame me? Because I've got a feeling you might have. And Ty Biggs. Let's keep going. Can we move? Can we go moving forward? Thank you. There's Bucky Buckaroo dropping her telephone number, and that was in. And here's the other thing. You shithead. You're using a dead person, an old man that died's picture. What the fuck is wrong with you? This was in James's chat. Wasn't it, Bucky? This is when you were a mod for him at the time. Protecting James. Looking after James' welfare. No, you fucking weren't. You were causing havoc all over the place. Let's keep going. Can we go to the next slide? Thank you. Okay. Here we've got Shadow Walker. Oh, Shadow Walker. How many women have dealt with this asshole? Shadow Walker is in all the places. What is he? I don't know. I've got King. I don't know. There's so many names and I've got so many things on my mind right now, but this asshole just goes around threatening women left, right, and center. He really does. He tried it on me, but you just got such a fright, didn't you? You just left pretty quickly. Shadow Walker, what is he? King, something Dark Eagle or whatever it is. I've got all the names to him, but again, he's pretty irrelevant. But you're another arsehole going around threatening women in the Discord. Oh, look, Wasabi Lemonade, Granny Fanny again. Bucky Buckaroo, there you are. Shadow Worker, I have contacted the authorities and also Jamie's ex-husband who needs to get Jamie help before she goes around those kids. What? She needs to get Jamie help before she goes around those kids. That makes a whole lot of sense. You both are abusive. Really? I think you and Shadow Walker should actually get together. Let's keep going. If you wouldn't mind going to the next slide. Hello? Thank you. Oh, it's a bit blurry. Maybe I'll go to the other side and look at this. Hang on a second, because I really can't see that very well. Hang on a second. Is that Bucky saying that he'd like to donate some money? Where do I give my credit card? Of course. You know, making that story up that Jamie had stolen a credit card. You know, like, don't get me wrong. Jamie did some pretty shitty things. She got herself into a pretty bad situation. But what you guys were doing here and telling this bullshit, let's just keep going. I can't stand looking at this Bucky Buckaroo, fat slob. Let's go to the next one. Sorry, I just want to move along now. I want to get these other screenshots up. This is... Oh, let's just keep going. I don't want to. Oh, that's right. There's Copper Star saying her little bits. Copper Star would like to, Copper Star and Hartley. Copper Star, I think you're called Queen of the Trolls, aren't you? You know, you just want to get yourself in there and just do some things. You're another shithead. Let's just keep marching along. I can't be bothered with her. She's a pain in the neck. Keep going. I don't want to see these. I can't be bothered. I'm not interested in this. I just want to get to the meat of it again. Okay. Can we so here's Breakfast Club threatening her. Jamie better watch going real life because I can get her information, phone numbers and everything. Google is super easy to use and she's too stupid to safeguard her info. Huh. Really? I think you better work this one back out there. You're stupid. And here's Copper saying, pass me the info. What's she saying? Pass me the info. I'll sacrifice my channel for this. Really, Copper? Shit. You guys, let's keep going. Lord Beerus, where they? There we are. Okay, there we go. Go back to, no, keep going. There's that screenshot of Mel. See a hand right there on your right? That's her hand from her telephone, giving Jamie's information. She seems to think that she should be so proud to give all this shit on. Let's keep going. Let's go to the next one. Keep going, because that's the same one. So you can see that and that is in. Okay, this is Robbie. So something's happened here. I didn't get to Ty Biggums at all. It's not here for some reason, but I will show you Ty Biggums. So if you want to know who Ty Biggums is, it seems like this has gone a little bit all over the place. It's not in order. I don't know what's happened. I put this up and it's gone out of order. Okay, Ty Biggums. Yeah, it's not you, Blamey, is it? It's your good friend Paisley. And I've got Paisley's information. Some of you know that it's Paisley, don't you? But Paisley's the one that you get to go and do all the investigating on everybody, don't you, Blamey? You like to put other people there and you like to make it up that we're these evil people. And see, the thing about Paisley, and Paisley isn't her real name, but I am only going to use Paisley. We always thought that there was one other person here. See, here's the thing with these women. Oh, sorry, these blue waffles. They like to really put the smoke and mirrors there, and it takes a lot of effort to work through this. It really does. And sometimes you think that this cannot be possibly happening. What do you want, Chewy? Chewy, what is it? You want to go outside? Hang on, I'm just going to I've got this huge Irish hound, wolf hound. I've got to let him out. Come on, let's go. There you go. Come on. He's a 10-month-old puppy and he's always the size of a horse. Oh, my God. Anyway, so Paisley is kind of like a vigilante. In fact, some of these people, they think they're vigilantes. They think that they're going out and doing the right thing. And don't get me wrong, in the beginning, I kind of thought I was doing the right thing too. No, go away. No. But then I woke up to myself and I recognised that this isn't cool. We can't do this sort of stuff because we don't have the credentials to do this. And who are we to believe that all the information that we get is correct? But Paisley's the one that goes around and gets all the information. She's the one that probably would have got the information and searched out the tidy whities thing. And here's the thing about the tidy whities thing that I'm going to go back to one more time here. And there's probably going to be images somewhere here because they're all a bit mixed up and I don't know what's happened when we've uploaded this. It's not in order. Whoever made that file up and was showing, and I'm not going to show it here because I just cannot be bothered giving it the views, but, oh, there we are. We missed it. Yes, there it is. Yep, there she is. Thank you. Whoever took the photographs to show you, what I find really strange about those photographs of that image, and if you go back and have a look at it, yeah, there's Paisley. Keep going to the next, just go to the next, just keep going along now. If that person who took that photograph, all those images in this pot, yep, there you go. There's Paisley. Thank you. Thanks. That person was actually in the profile at the time. They were online in it. They doctored the information to make it suit their narrative. What I find very bothering is the person that also took that information was only 770 kilometres away from where he lives. So what Australian, who's taken the photographs to give to them? I don't know, and I really don't give a shit because most of you who knows what's going on are arseholes with this. You made the file up again and you blamed him. But again, it's going to be revenge porn. Anyone that's associated with that is going to have a problem, especially if anything was done within Australia. So Caspar, I'll get you the information because, mate, you do have a case. Trust me. If that was made here, there's no problem with them going after them. So I don't care. You go and do this shit to other people just because you want to have some kicks, doodle because you want to get out of a relationship or whatever it is that you are sprouting out of your Bo Peep mouth. You guys over in Fod's channel think that you know it all. You know fuck all. But you guys are all a bunch of you're all a bunch of stalkers anyway, Fod. You love going around and pretending to be something, don't you? That's your MO. Isn't it? You weirdo. I don't care if you're a trans. I don't know why you think that you've got to go up there and represent the trans community And again, I don't believe you. I think you use that as your template. I think you use that content. I just don't believe anything you say because you go around and swat, or no, it wasn't swatting, it was CPS, wasn't it? Yeah, you did this. You're one of the original CPSs here all of a sudden. You get up on so many other people because I made an alt on Sol, who happens to be one fat slob who goes around and just inserts herself everywhere. Her shit is all over the place. Sol's a nasty piece of work. She's nasty, just like you're nasty. Or as you say, you're nasty. Shut up. Fuck. Sitting on those lives going on and on about the garbage that you represent. Jesus Christ. You people. Let's keep going on. I'm starting to get really bored with this. I want to get to some... Yeah, so there's Paisley. Paisley's tie. So no, she's not Amy, and she's not some black guy. And excuse me for using the word black. But none of you guys are politically correct at all. You just throw shit out left, right, and centre as if it's like a fucking frisbee. Blah, 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 blah. That's what it sounds like. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. Anyway, let's move along because I don't want to go on with Paisley anymore. God, look at that. Look at that. I don't know what she's supposed to be. So let's keep moving along. Let's go to Robbie. Let's go to Robbie, and I just want to play something. You know, here's the thing about this bloke. He's looking freaking cool here, isn't he? I doubt it. Honestly, are you kidding me, Robbie? Slob? Honestly, I don't know what. Okay, you think you're in sobriety, but mate, you're a dry drunk. But here's the other thing about you, Robbie. You still take melatonin and whatever it is you take in the night to go to sleep. You can't take melatonin. You're self-medicating again. Melatonin is a short-term medication to use. I know. I have to use it sometimes when I'm on flights, but I very rarely use them. If you're taking melatonin every day, you're going to have overload. You are going to have problems. And I think I saw you registering the fact that you're also medicating yourself with some other drug that, to me, when I saw that, I was like, are you kidding me? You order this shit online? That's not healthy. You are not in any sobriety if you are taking any drug. That's the way it is. But if you're off all those things, you're still a dry drunk because you get angry and you scream and you yell at people who call you out on your shit. Let's keep going to the next one. Because Robbie was the reason why. Oh, these are all over the place. Fuck. Robbie was the reason why I stopped my live. Yep, and that was the night of the Tidy Whities. The Tidy Whities night here, where he himself facilitated with Breakfast Club and Gnarly. And if you look here, can you just stop that? Can you just stop it? Just don't go along. Yeah, we're going to zoom along with it in a sec. So if you look at this here, Gargalong or whatever her name is, that was Breakfast Club at the time. And, you know, we all know that that's her. And here she is. Here I've been told I wasn't around and they tried to fish me back out. Fish me back out for this fucking nightmare that I ended up in. that I'm dropping pictures of Casper all over the place. So I've come in there and here she is in her troll account that was going after Solange. But who's facilitating it again? It's Robbie. You know, Robbie's saying that he's drunk. I don't give a shit what you are. Here's the thing. You do a murder, anything like that, you're drunk, whatever it is, you're busted. It makes no difference whether you're drunk or you're high or whatever it is. Whatever you do, you are responsible. And it makes no difference if you're drunk, high, whatever it is you use or whatever excuse you use for your behavior. Your behavior is your behavior. You're a nasty, nasty man. You hurt people and you get angry at people. You have anger management problems. I don't know why, but stop it. You went out and called and contacted my mum, who's in her 80s, for no reason. You ran to my mother. What are you, in high school? Don't you sit there and tell me to be an adult. I left you and Nikki behind because I didn't want to talk to you anymore. I had already attempted to talk to you. I didn't want to waste my time with you. As the adult that I am, I left and left you alone. But no, you didn't want to do that. You wanted to make out that you're the one that left our relationship and friendship because I'm whatever you call me, and I don't really give a fuck. You're the nasty piece of work, Robbie. You're the person that screams and makes all these excuses for why you had to contact my mother. My mother. Something is seriously wrong with your head. Not just that fucking stupid haircut of yours, but inside it. Is it melatonin overload? Is it meth? Whatever it is, I don't give a fuck. My kids contacted, 6 months of abuse by you guys, and then my mother, because I wanted to say something. I wanted to have the right or a retort on what was being said to me. Isn't that what you do, Robbie? Isn't that what you did to Mummy Ramblings? You've always got some fucking excuse. Oh, she said a mean thing to me. She lost her son, for God's sakes. And okay, she may have made a comment that may have been incorrect, but some of that comment in there was correct. Hello Starlight's involvement is big time. And so were some other people in there, but I'm not saying any more. But you then go around and get so hurt because she chastised you. Yes, she did. She chastised you, and you don't like that, do you? You don't like to be called a nasty man or a nasty little boy that you are. You hurt people. Yeah, you rang me, but do you know why you rang me? Because you knew I was going to say this. You rang me, and the first thing you said to me was you started yelling at me. So you asked me to talk to you because you've been abusing me for 6 months. I make a couple of videos on you, calling you out and you telling me that you contact me, tell me that I need to show my face because I've got something to be ashamed of. Not using my real accounts. I don't know what you're fucking talking about. You go around with troll accounts, Robbie. And I'll throw those out with the list. And guess what? Do you know who's trolling you? It was your good friends, the waffles, the blue waffles, Arslicker, Paisley, and Blamey, and whoever else they've got going on there, because that's their fucking MO. That's what they do. And they've probably been doing it. And maybe even it's FOD too, because that's what FOD does, or any of that group. But that pisses me off that you guys do that, because then you turn it around and make people look like that they are the problem. Okay, if you get your jollies off on that, just do it to each other, but leave other people alone and leave parents and children out of it. How dare you? How dare you fucking think that you have the right to do that? Do you think your rights supersede me? No, they don't. Don't you ever think that your rights supersede me. You contacted my mother, which put her in hospital, you asshole. Don't you sit there, don't you fucking sit there and call me all those things. Don't you get angry before you make your confession. That's what you do, don't you? All of you do that. You make these big make these big statements, and you call these people out. You called me all these nasty things. And then you go, oh, and yes, I did call her, I did contact her mother. And you even thought about making a troll account with my mother's name and her face. And you call me not an adult? You call me a deranged person? And you're the one that's sitting doing all these really psychotic things and saying you're a Christian and saying that Jesus and God, he knows you. I'm telling you right now, Robbie, if God does exist, he's fucking sick and tired of listening to you make mistakes. He's going to tell, I bet you any money you like, next time you say, God, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I hope he looks down at you and says, hey, mate, you go and fucking fix yourself up, because I gave you free will. And you keep abusing your free will and asking me for forgiveness. Go and work on yourself, you asshole. Don't you ever sit there and tell me that I've done anything to you. I've never done anything to you apart from those things up there. Don't tell me that I'm trolling around. Even in the last live you did, some person came in and you called it out and said it was me. I don't know how you even stop making up stories. You sad, sad little fuck. Excuse my language. I'm really pissed off right now. I'm going to have a quick break and just have a look at the chat. And I'm just going to finish off with this. Is everyone okay? Yeah. I tell you what, I'm not a Christian. I am not a Christian, but I know some things about the Bible. And here's the thing about that. I think Jesus once said that you come to a fork in the road, and Jesus, we have to admit, the guy did exist. We just had his birthday. He did live on this earth. Nobody can negate that. If he said some of the things that he said, he's a wise man. And guess what? Jesus was put to the cross because he doesn't like to behave like people like Robbie and Arslicker and Blamey and Gnarly and BCF and Copper Star and FOD or Mick and Brandy Brown or any one of this group of people, anybody that does this and follows it. Yeah, Don't sit there and think that you guys are so good. You're not. You jump from one place to the other, whatever suits you at that time. I think Jesus said something along the lines that if you come to the fork in the road, there's only two ways you can go. You can go along that wide, easy road, or you can choose the narrow, difficult road to climb that's going to give you grief. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be really hard. I choose that road. But the majority of you people, you choose the easy road because that's what you want. You want satisfaction quickly. You want to get that high quickly. That's what you do. I've always chosen the hard road. And that's why I got this shit this year, because I didn't want to partake in your crap. That's not me. Never has been. Never will be. But it is your life. It is your shit. Anyway, does anyone want to say anything? Is there any questions so we can just finish off this? Because I want to get to a few other people. Has anyone got any questions or anything? Probably over in FODs. They're having a field day with theirs, but I don't give a fuck. Bunch of losers. Yeah, absolutely, Marie. Here's the thing about these guys. They think they're so fucking tough. You're not. You sit there and you do all these things and you threaten and you dox and you think you're so tough. No, you're not. You're as weak as you're so piss weak it's not funny, because this is the only way you can be tough. This is the only way you can be tough. And I don't give a shit about being somebody that can sit there and drag somebody. I mean, what is that? All you guys do is drag your saggy, horrible asses and leave marks all over the place. You think a dragging of somebody is tough and makes you special? It just makes you stupid, illiterate, and terribly unnoteworthy and fucked in the head. You're so weak. It's unbelievable. So let's keep going, Space Mod. I want to see what the next, I have no idea what the next file is, because they're just all over the place. Let's keep going, because I want to finish this, because I want to say a few things. So here's the thing. I'm going to go into this little area. Yeah, I think, no, just keep moving along, actually. I want to come into this little area and I'm going to show something. Robbie, seeing as you did the mum thing, I'm going to go to your mum right now. I'm going to show something. Can you just move along to see the Joan Care? There's AJ. You hear? Oh, Space Monkey. Yeah, AJ, pull that channel down of me, you asshole. Fucking cloning my channel and calling it Space Monkey. You piece of shit. Who used to be my friend again. Can you just move along? There was a thing called Joan Care. Oh, just go to the next channel. Well, there's Bella, another facilitator. She's a fucking hypochondriac. And here's the thing, happy, if you're listening to this, I'll tell you something right now. When we had a bit of an argument on the channel, for some reason, I don't know what it was, probably had to do with misery or something like that, and I threw something out at you, which I shouldn't have done, because it was told in confidence. She did say that to me. She did say to me that you wanted to be having a relationship, and she didn't want to have a relationship with you because she couldn't see you, she didn't know you. So this is the things that these guys told me. I was quite friendly with all these people. Well, I don't give a shit, because Bella was talking about me, and no, Bella, you were talking about me with with good old Mel first and the others. So no, I'm putting it out there. You're a hypochondriac. You talk shit. You defraud your friends. You go up there and you throw out shit that Studebaker dies of COVID. What a load of crap. And Jot, you knew Studebaker as well. Another Montana Sky incident, and you facilitated it. Fuck off. I caught you out that night, didn't I, Bella? I sent you a message and I told you, what are you doing, you lying piece of shit? I thought it was real. Oh, what? Studebaker went to Italy and died? Are you stupid? Oh my God. Seriously, you did another furphy a couple of times too. You just keep throwing that out. So anyway, happy. Let me just say this. She did say this about you. And yeah, I did throw it at you. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, mate. I really don't know you. I didn't know you. But here's the thing, guys. If you think you're good friends with her, she does talk about you. She gets tired of you. She's like, oh my God, these people, they just want my email and blah, blah, blah. If you don't want to talk to them, then don't give their email out. Just shut up and stop going out there and now that you've got some disease. Jesus Christ. And I thought you were a nice person. No, you're not. You tell so many lies, it's unbelievable. Anyway, you too, AJ. You stalk her. What's wrong with you? Yeah? You know she stalks you, and you blame me for some of those things, but it's AJ that goes around and stalks everybody. AJ, you work in the medical profession. I think you need to be medicated because something's going on. You stalking people like this, you start to look like a single white female. That bothers me. I thought you had a little bit more sense than this, but no. You're getting paid to make a lot of these videos out there now about people, don't you? Yeah. Backstabber. Let's keep going. Yeah, look at her saying shit in there because you're friends with Robbie and he told you all these things. Fuck. You losers. Let's keep going, Space Mod. Are you there? Can we go to the next screen? Yeah. Look at the way people talk to you. And see, here's the thing with you too, Robbie. You go on about saying that MRB's people went after you. And you sit on a live and you say, look what she does to me. And you send them all over. Really, I don't care. I really don't. You know, do you think I care? When all of you were going against me, and here's that thing, you had about 30, at one point there was between 30 and 60 people, it seemed like. It probably was trolls and stuff like that. And then in the chats, going against one person, and you still couldn't break me, and you still couldn't work it out. And you still couldn't see how you could get at me. What? You need that many people to go after one person? I think I'm a bit of a bad, as you say, badass. I'm not fucking frightened of any of you guys. I don't need to sit and have a fight with you. But if it had to come to that, I'd have no problems. No problems at all. Doesn't bother me. But look at here. Look at the kind of shit that people say. To Space Monster. Such BS. Robbie never did anything to you. Tracy. Yeah, everybody knows my name's Tracy. It makes me very, very sad because there's quite a few Tracys out here at the moment that are doing some pretty, really, really crappy shit. So my poor old name is starting to sound like a Karen. So anyway, uses my name. You know, you're AJ. You get to be called AJ Audrey. I'm Space Monster here. Why shouldn't I be called Space Monster? Why do you have to demand that I use my real name, and then that I should be showing my face and stepping up and maybe talking to Robbie? But as I said to you guys, I'd already tried to talk to him, but no, he didn't want to talk to me. He didn't want to talk to me. I sent messages. Yes, I'll call you. Yes, I'll contact you. Dead silence. Nothing. So don't you sit there and tell me what I should and shouldn't do. You're not my fucking mother. I happen to be an adult. Let's keep going. She's probably got so much shit to say in these next few screenshots. Can we keep moving along? Because this 8-minute screenshooting is just gone. How long have we been going? Because I just want to get off here. Let's keep going. That's more of AJ's shit. Oh, there's Bam Bam. Bam Bam Big Mouth waffling on again. I don't know. Here's the thing about you, Bam Bam. There's two things that I see here. Either you get fed some stuff and you really think that you're on the right side, or you're always in this shit. But one thing's for sure, shut your mouth until you know what's going on. Go to the source. Speak to the person. Because you just don't. And you cause a lot of shit for your own self. Keep going. I don't want to talk about AJ anymore. I'm sick of her. She's so insignificant in this whole thing. Let's keep going. Keep going. Oh, here we go. This is the one I wanted to get to. So, Joan was Joan. This is the second account of Joan. First of all, she was just Joan. Then she was Joan Cares. This comes up here. I don't know if that's Joan or not. Really don't give a shit. But there's another account that actually really started. I think it was purple. I don't know if it's on the next. Can you go to the next slide? Here's what I'm going to show you as far as I'm concerned, where I say I call out bullshit as being bullshit. Can you go to the next slide? Just check it. Thank you. Maybe just go. Oh, there it is. There's Joan. Oops, go back. Oh, no, stay there. Stay there. Stay there. There. Oh. There's the original Joan Brown, which Robbie said he made up. And then this other one comes in. Let's go to the next slide. But here's the funny thing. I said, I don't believe this is Joan, because whose mother, for starters, is going to be on some foul-mouth little shits website page supporting him? What a load of crap, Robbie. Maybe she might have come in once in a while, but that's seriously, my mother's sitting here listening to me right now. No way. She's got better things to do. You tell me your mother's sitting in your live at 2:30 in the morning? No. No way. Just like your employer and all the employees that you work, all these mates that work were on your YouTube channel when you got busted for meth. That's why you lost your job, maybe? Not this other bullshit that you tell and spin. But here we go here. Let's just have a look at this. Can you go to the next slide, actually? Because this is in the wrong order. You got Joan here saying that she missed the live. And she's lying there with her fibromyalgia is flaming up, and oh my God, whoa, whoa, whoa. Talking away, right? Now, I just wanted to make sure that Joan was these things. And here's Joan at 2:30 in the morning drinking coffee and going on a treadmill. Right. Joan's around the same age as me, right? 59 maybe? I'm 59. She's at now, don't get me wrong, maybe she's sprightly, but going on a treadmill at 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever it is and drinking coffee? That makes a whole lot of fucking sense. Let's just go to the next one, because it should have paired up with the others, really. Can you slide along to the next one? The reason why I'm going here, Robbie, because I just don't believe you again with this Joan cares shit. Because here it is here, where Joan comes in and, Dad here, need no lighting always, looking good, love your son, blah-de-blah-de-blah, and he comes back, and then let's go to the next one, just making sure that this is Joan, that's Dad now talking to him, you know, some ungodly hour in the morning. Can we go to the next slide? But here's the funny thing about that first slide that I showed you. This is the same, here's this here. This is the same stream. Joan's actually in here, in that very stream as her J, Brown. She participated in this particular live that she then said that she's sorry she missed the live because of her fibromyalgia. Really? I think you might have been having a few drinks, Joan. Or did one of you guys miss out that you forgot to tell the other that you'd already been in the chat? See, this is the sort of shit that I don't like. And then you get pissed off because I say, this isn't true. I don't believe you. Because these are just the tiny little things that I look at. Let's just keep going. We're nearly going to be finished here. We're 5.5 minutes. My God, I've got to keep going. Let's keep going. I don't know where we're at right now. So I call you bullshit on that one again. I don't believe it's your mother. I'm sick and tired of you talking about people's mother. Shut up. Just shut the fuck up and fall on your sword for a change. You want to be in the sobriety that you're in? You want to be this person that you want to be? Then stop being angry, fall on your sword, recognize that you're an asshole all the time. All the time. And yeah, we have tragedy in our lives. Everybody gets tragedy. And you guys used one of my tragedies against me. And I think the screenshot's in there. Let's just keep going. Yeah, I know fibromyalgia is painful. Look, I'm sorry if I'm going against that. It doesn't mean that I'm going. I'm sick to death of this bullshit that goes out here. I see it all the time. Here's the screenshots that I'm talking to Robbie. Now, I'm just showing you the night that he did the live, I contacted him and I said, by the way, thank you for laughing and calling me annoying with the support that I gave you, and reinforced the reason why I walked away from this asshole. Really? This was the only reason why I came up into the chat, because Copper was telling lies about me, and Gargalong was carrying on as BCF. Keep going to the next slide. So I did reach out to Robbie again. But see, he's a liar. He won't talk to you. He just goes, sure. Yeah, really. Good conversation. So here I am here saying to him, when I knew something was going on and I couldn't work it out, can we talk when you've left your aunt's place just briefly? Can I call you on my drive to work tomorrow? I'll have more time. Sure, Robbie, I'm not going to discuss what am I saying? I'm not going to discuss anyone, just what I've experienced. I'm just very sad and heartbroken at what has happened. If we don't connect, then I understand and I have accepted this loss. And that was our friendship. Hey, Robbie, when will you be so he didn't contact me. Hey, Robbie, when will you be contacting me to or from work? Absolutely. I go to work at 4:20 p.m. my time, so it'll be 2 a.m. currently. I didn't hear from him. He didn't contact me. So no, Robbie. Maybe you reached out, but at that stage, I'd already blocked you and I didn't care less. But you did have email. You could have tried then. You could have tried then. If you really wanted to get in contact with me and you really, really wanted to speak to me as an adult, you too, Nikki, or any of you people that say that you do talk to people as adults, you'll do it. But no, you don't. You sit in chats, you make up bullshit, you love to cause problems. Just like probably Fod's chat right now, they're probably talking a whole lot of shit, but that's what you would expect. So let's have a look at this one here. Let's look at Blamey again. Can we go to, this is Blamey. I think these are out of order again. This is Blamey talking to Count Me In. Now it says deleted user, but this is her because those two are not friends. Here's Blamey saying, I think you will find they are well aware she has issues. Really? Sure, I fight with my parents. I don't think they care. They can do anything. Tough love, which apparently they do. Oh, do they? You really know what's going on in my life again? Space told Claire her parents hate her. Really? No, some of us do have issues with our parents. Sometimes it's just the way it is. We talk about those things. But look at you weaponizing this. No parent hates their children. I didn't tell her that they hate me. I said I feel like they hate me. I'm talking about my feelings, you dumb shit. Don't twist my story. Don't try and own me and my life. They currently wouldn't let her live with her for 2 months. What's a problem with me living with my parents when I had this issue that happened with me and COVID was on and I did have a situation that meant that I needed some support? So we can't go and get support from people that are our family members where you don't turn that around and weaponize it? Fuck off again. I'm sick of you assholes out there talking about things like this. How dare you? Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you guys over in America? Seriously, you guys have mental health issues. Christ. You know what? If you did this shit here in Australia, you would be fucking put to the ground. We just don't tolerate this sort of shit. Honestly, I don't get it. You're so weird. Let's go to the next one because this is another one. So here's Blamey. So what's she doing again? Have you facilitated Paisley or did you do this yourself? Can we go to the next screenshot? Oh, here she is again. I will be very nice when I contact them. Contact who? What Space is doing is not their fault. I don't even know if contacting the parents will help. Can they do anything legally to get Space help? Do anything to get me help? And you're Blamey going to contact my parents? Get me help? So here's the thing. Let's go to the next screenshot. Here's the thing, right? I think, Blamey, you beefed up Robbie so much and got him so angry that he did what he did. Let's just stop here. Didn't he? Didn't you, Robbie? Didn't they just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk like they do? Yep. I think that's what happened. And I think, Robbie, that's why you got so angry. And I get it. I really get it. Because guess what? I'm sitting here now getting, but here's the thing. I'm really different. I'm not yelling and screaming. Not like you. Have I sworn a bit? Absolutely. But here's the shit that's been coming down on me. Here's this piece of shit going into my mother's Facebook. Space lost her sister, right? Yeah, my sister died. My sister did die. And it was pretty tough. And it's only been a year. And you nasty shit, you go and look in my mother's Facebook, and I locked that down when I found out that this was going on, because my mother doesn't know about this sort of stuff. And I'm not the only person that's had this sort of shit. Some of you guys have had CPS, have been swatted. Have used your own kids and called CPS on yourself and filmed it. That's fucked up. Something's seriously wrong with you people that you've got to do this for attention. Isn't it painful enough with some of the things that happen in our life? Isn't it hard enough sometimes? Or do you just so need this attention? So need it that you've got to go and do shit like this? Swatting people, calling CPS. Hang on a second. Okay, that's fine. I'm sorry. I was just checking. Here you are, Blamey. And guess who's in there again? Yep, last year. The person that said that they were my friend once. Count me in. Putting my stuff up there about my sister and her funeral. Yeah, that's her. Have seen her pic. Also, the church address is not far from me. I think you stalked me a lot, because I know for a fucking fact you stood out the front of my house and took that photograph on that ute. Don't lie to me, Mel. You did. And you sat there and you showed everybody on Casper's Live. And here's the funny thing. Bam Bam knew. She was laughing about it. She was sitting there going, smoking away and puffing away like she does and saying, and the house, like you do. You stalked me. You stalked my parents. And here's the thing. Yeah, I did. The police did get involved. And no, do you know how I actually first found out about that Facebook page? You think that you're the only people that have friends in the world. I do have a very close friend that used to work for me with my businesses in Norway. He was a swimmer, national swimmer, who went on to do great things. He worked for Facebook. He started in Dublin with them when he finished his business education. Went over there, did really well, started running the business side of Facebook for Germany, because his dad's German and his mum's Norwegian. And he ran that side of the world, Germany, Norway. You dumb fucks. You don't think that I contacted him for some help? No, it wasn't Casper. And no, it wasn't the police. Because, you know, some of us do have friends. And I gave him some information. And here's the thing. What he did for me, he shouldn't. He's not supposed to. But he gave me with the information that pointed me at Robbie. Nobody else did that. But see, here's the thing, Robbie. I needed your confession and you did it. I baited you. And you bit. just like you guys have done before. But here you are, Blamey, in my mum's Facebook, you stalker, you harasser. Something really wrong with you. And here is the other person there too, Mel, talking about how close you are. You sad, sad people. And anybody that does this shit, something's really wrong with you. And it's not fucking funny. It's not funny at all. Let's go to the next one. Leave my family, leave my sister out of this, you pieces of shit. How dare you? So let's look at this. Here she is again. Who is this? Madison Johnson is Blamey again. One of her many alts. Who's the picture? Does anyone remember who this picture is? I'm just looking at the chat right now in StreamYards. Yeah, I know about Melody Thompson, but does anyone remember who's the picture of Madison Johnson here? Does anyone know? This is a very, very sad story. Here she is again. This is their MO, using a dead mother and her husband's photograph. This is a really sad story. But supposedly, and here's the thing, supposedly this was a suicide murder. I can't remember the name, but this mother was supposed to have shot her 2 children and then killed herself. And her husband found it. And she uses this image for her troll page. I know, I can't think of the woman's name. It was only a couple of years ago. I think there's some people that know about this. Let's go to the next one. Now, here you are, using somebody else's grief. You're a sicko. You really are a sick, sad person. Let's go to the next shot. Here's quite a lot of her. These are a lot of her alts. I'll just throw all, there's just some of them. These are just some of them. God only knows. We would have to spend days and days and days and days on this fuck. Amy Lovell, or whatever she wants to call herself. That's not it. Well, Lavell's a family name, but, you know. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's go to the next shot. So you go around calling people crazy. You want to go around and drive over the border and do 5150s. Do you know what? This thing between Mandy Bell and me started with you. Oh, there she is again. So here's the thing. There's that thing there where Mel's asking me to join that Discord. So shut up, Blamey, you sad fuck. It was Bee Stinger that started the Discord, not me. So the thing with Mandy Bell, right? For some reason, one day they'd stopped hammering me and they'd stopped going at Marie. They had to use something new, and bing, what happens? One day they fire up their fucking live and Mandy Bell's names were mentioned. I didn't know Mandy Bell apart from the time that I modded for her in that Misery episode. It was Becca and Mandy that were doing the communication, because they're supposed to be like, you know, I'm just a nobody. And I wasn't anybody really. I was just trying to help James. And I still will stand in James's side because you arseholes did this to him. You just did it. So anyway, let's get back to Mandy. And I think Mandy's been stuck in this shit for a long time because this is the kind of shit that I experienced, which is just another template. Mandy Bell's name was mentioned. And for some reason, the whole thing was Mandy Bell. Mandy Bell and the Facebook 2 years ago. What? What fucking Facebook 2 years ago? What the fuck are you talking about? Then they concoct this stupid story about Mandy Bell. Mandy Bell's talking to Space Monster. Mandy Bell's this, Mandy Bell's that, Mandy Bell. Now, why would Mandy Bell's name come up with you two? Well, here's the thing about this whole Facebook thing. Let's go back in history. Who are the people that knew, who knows who was in that Facebook groups? Well, I didn't know about the Facebook groups because I only knew about YouTube. I was too busy. And all of a sudden, when this case, this very, very sad case came up, I was interested and I watched it on YouTube. I don't go to Facebook. That's boring. I want interaction. And I found YouTube. But here, these guys were at Facebook for some reason. I don't get it. But anyway, who was there? Let me just, it was Mensa's Facebook, if I remember rightly. It was Blaney. It was Arslicker. It was Gnarly. Mandy was there. And I think it was Purple. Laura. That's right, Laura, Ty Biggs. There we go. Laura was part of that group too, wasn't it? Yeah. And so, yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense why Mandy Bell would be brought into it. Because Mandy Bell's Laura's content. It's her whipping dog. She can get up there and flap any way she wants. I'll just put all the shit out after this of what she's been up to. You just use Mandy Bell because I think you got something going. I think you have a real problem about her. She's smart. She's intelligent. Yeah, she does get people to like her. Unlike you have to threaten. But you played into this. You made this start out. And you used Arslicker and Blaney, and you brought Bam Bam in, and then Diane was brought into it. All these people to go and start talking about Mandy Bell and drag me into it and say that they're sitting in another secret Discord with Breakfast Club, Dee Dee Dugan, Becca, and Sophie. No, sorry, who was it again? Oh, Reese Sunshine. Here's the thing about Reese Sunshine. Why Reese Sunshine? Of all the names you bring up, because Reese Sunshine was, what was she? Sophie Love, 36. She was also Christine Santino. Who knows what else she is right now? But the only people that would know about Reese Sunshine would be the people that make that troll account up, wouldn't they? Because that, to me, doesn't make sense. All the others do because we're names out there. But Reese Sunshine, who's Sophie Love, and Christine Santino, that was the changes in the name. And Connie, you know a bit about this, don't you? Connie Gustafson, or whatever you want to call yourself. So to me, again, it's manufactured to make Mandy Bell look like she's crazy, like you've been trying for so long. But she does bring evidence, and you guys just do not look at the evidence. You'd be absolutely fucked in a court of law. You guys never look at anything that's shown to you. And if you do, you don't care, do you? You just want to keep riding this ridiculous hate. And you call it hate. Do you know what I do? You're abusers. You are terrorists. That's what you are. All of these people, anybody that sits in those places, you are abusive. There's nothing nice about you. You concoct stories, you make a whole lot of bullshit up, and you paint people as being crazy. No. That live, you fired up and you started at Mandy Bell. For some reason, you wanted content. You needed something, didn't you? You needed something so that you could continue to make content, because you had no fucking content. You know, Misery wasn't back, so you couldn't use him as your content. Nobody was fighting with anyone. You guys couldn't work out who you wanted to fight with because you were all sick of it. So you bring Mandy Bell into it. And then you make this bullshit story up. And here's the thing about that fucking screenshot. The reason why Mandy wrote those things is because, if I remember rightly, she was told to do it in a way so that she just didn't feel like, she just didn't want to get involved. But that screenshot that showed Penelope Pitstop, that was Bam Bam, and that is Bam Bam. So don't go around blaming Daphne for it and putting two screenshots and saying, and Amy showing, we showed you the evidence. No, you fucking didn't show any evidence. You just made up two alt accounts, made them and go in and talk as if saying, hey, you, I'm Daphne. Who does that? That's nuts. No, Penelope Pitstop. And here's the funny thing. That breakfast junkie heroin page, that was a page that they owned. They were stalking with that page, pretending that it was Stalking Breakfast Club. That's nuts. You got to be crazy if you're going to go and start harassing yourself as a channel. That's weird. Now you really got problems. So because that got busted out by Mel again, who sent that screenshot to me, and Breakfast Club talking to them, they lost their shit. Because that had been dropped so many times. But because it was out in the drama community now and everybody saw it, they had to turn around and try and turn this into being Mandy Bell. Mandy Bell, I'm going to drag you from here and I'm going to drag you from there. Shut up. The facts are, Bam Bam was Penelope Pitstop. We've got her in chats. And then she makes out that Penelope Pitstop's running around as a 16-year-old girl saying foul things. Well, if that's what you're doing, then that's your problem. But you got busted. And whenever you get busted, what do? You do a Robbie. You scream and yell and rant and rave, and you try and deflect from what's going on. Don't you? And because Mandy's on her own, and you guys sit there and you're all against her. All against her. Because you're tough as a group, aren't you? And yeah, Purple, you might sit up there and think you're a tough ass. I don't give a shit. I really don't. You're a slob. You're a horrible, horrible person that just uses people. I don't like you. I don't know you. I don't give a shit. But you dragged me into this. You facilitated this little episode, you piece of shit. You're a nasty piece of work, and all you do is you love to use people as your content and hurt them. The reason why you've got that little group of people around you is because they're so frightened that you're going to do something to them. And here's the thing, Mr. Pinkle, Miss Mix Biggs, I saw you. You want to give my information. You fucking do anything about me? I know exactly where you are, Louise. I helped you, you lying piece of shit. If I find out that you've done anything like that, you're in big trouble, buddy. You know, you started shit. You talked about me and they're all lies. I saw you say something in the chat that you could give information across. What, does that get you off or something, Pinkle? Does it? But here's that thing with the whole Mandy Bell thing. No, that was concocted by these shitheads to make it seem again that I'm the problem. Mandy's the problem. Hello, Starlight? You're a shit as well. Don't you go round and talk about people and make all this bullshit up. You did a clanger that day in the live when you sat there and said, let me just get the voice. Hang on. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. You know, it's you guys. You use your alt accounts. You know how you share your alt accounts? That was just beautiful. And that's what I love about lives, is when you guys slip up, because you're not scripted. And you just let that one out. We all know you share alt accounts, because Laura's got that Facebook place, hasn't she? She's got that wonderful little Facebook page that all the people can go in there and get all the alt names, because she's the boss. So then you drag Mandy Bell into this shit. Then you drag me into there, and then you blame us for sitting there and concocting all these things with Breakfast Club, who also got thrown out by these guys, and all this disgusting stuff made up about her. But no, you guys are the good guys, aren't you? You're such good people. Jeez. Does anyone, I don't know about, I honestly feel like I'm in, what's that old movie show? Like I'm in some other dimension, because this is the craziest shit I've ever seen. And like I said, if this was in Australia and any of you guys tried this shit here, you would not last long. You would not last long, because this is just ridiculous. You guys are fucked in the head. There's nothing great about this. You're all crass. You talk garbage. You speak about people as if you know the person and you know nothing about them. You just listen to innuendo and lies, and then you make up all this bullshit. And I had to laugh when I listened to Mandy having a conversation. I think it was TNT or Breaking the Silence. She took you on fairly well, had a conversation with you, and she owned you, girl. Do you know why? Because you are stupid. You are an illiterate person. You just listen to lies. You had no argument. You could not back your arguments up. And then you laugh at people like sipping tea with Marie. Now, here's the thing, Rel. I'm going to say this to you, buddy. If you and her and you used her for something like this, and then you put that out there, you're a fucking asshole. And you're a fucking coward. You humiliated a woman like this, and that's revenge porn again. And all you women, I heard those and watched those lives, and you were laughing your asses off, and you all made mistakes. You were saying you saw her face, and then you say you don't see it. Man, I just hope the karma is real. You sickos. You think that's funny? And you think that it's her fault? No. Do you know what the thing is here? That's abuse again. She's vulnerable. She's a vulnerable victim. And here you guys go, and you, Purple, get up there and just go off one night on her and say she has no excuse, and you carry on. You're a disgusting human being. What are you doing here? You are horrible, and so are all the people that follow you. You're enablers with an abuser. That's all she is. All these people are terrorists. You're emotional fuckheads. And I don't care about any of you. Do I give a shit? And if I'm going to get on a panel with you, you know why I don't want to get on a panel with you? Because I don't give a shit about you. You are assholes. And I'm not going to sit and have a conversation with your asshole. Blah, 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 blah. That's all we ever hear from you guys. You speak garbage. Listen, don't get me wrong. A little bit of drama is funny, but not day after day, and not using people like this. So that with the Mandy Bell thing, you get your fucking facts straight, because you've got it all wrong. You concocted this little story for drama. You were all on board because you thought you'd try and get this takedown, didn't you? No, you weren't. It's not going to happen. I'm putting everything out about you assholes. You defraud people. You send alts around and people going around pretending to be people that are dying of cancer, pretending to commit suicide. You name it, you have no qualms about pulling all this bullshit out. And I'm sick to death of it. And that's why I'm here doing what I'm doing today, because I copped it this year. I'm going out of this year with a fucking bang. I'm going to stick a big piece of dynamite up your fannies and assholes, and I'm just going to explode them, and you are just going up in the air and gone, you pieces of garbage. Can we go to the next one? Sorry. All right, can I just have a little break? I'm going to finish this I'm just going to leave this. No, it's not my first time. I have gone live a little bit, but I haven't really spoken. All right, I'm going to do this one. Here we go. This is the corker for me. Here's Blamey's restraining order. Yep. Oh my God, I did it. Am I doxing her? Fucking yeah, I am. I don't give a shit. Who's got the problems here? A fucking restraining order? I'm vanilla girl when it comes to this sort of shit. I have never, ever had a police record. And you know what? I'm proud of that. I don't want a fucking police record. Who wants a fucking police record? Who wants to go to jail? Who wants any of that bullshit? I mean, seriously, is that who walks around with that as a badge of honor? A fucking restraining order? And you call Mandy Bell a psycho? No. Okay, maybe that restraining order was a little while ago, but the fact is you had a restraining order put on you, which means you are a fucking stalker. You have mental health issues. You need to get off YouTube and get some help. Not me. not Mandy Bell, you. And you want to go on and sit there and go, I'm going to get in my car and I'm going to drive across the border and I'm going to go into the courts and I'm going to get her 5150 because I can, and I'm going to get her taken away from her children. Are you an idiot? Can you get in your car and fucking drive yourself to a psychiatric ward? Girl? I don't know how many times I've heard you throw that out there. I don't know how many times I've heard you say in the recent months, I'm going to go to the police. I can do this and I can do that. No, you can't. No, you can't. Do you know what? Here's the thing. I know that your parents, your stepdad is a senator, isn't he? And he's a senator and he's also with the LSD, isn't it? Latter-day Saints, LDS, Mormon sort of thing. And you're a bit estranged from them. I might pick up the phone and give them a call. I might just do that. Have a little chat to them, Blamey. See how they feel about you. And don't go around talking about your kids and your son, because you cannot represent him at all. Don't you dare. Because you have a problem with that, don't you? In fact, you have a serious problem. A restraining order? Go and get yourself some help and stop fucking people around and stop making up stories and stop having people tell you what to do. You guys are absolutely disgusting. You have caused so much grief since you've been here. You've destroyed friendships and people's lives. And any of you people that are listening to this, if this is what you want to get off on and you want to keep doing this, fine. But I'm out of here. Don't you bring my name up. I'm not going to be around. You bring my name up and I will do something about it. Let's move to the next thing. Fucking restraining order. And you're going around wanting to 5150. Shit. And Laura, shut the fuck up. I'm sick to death of hearing you talk about Mandy. You started this shit off. You really did. You're a nasty piece of work. So here's the thing again. Doodle. We're going to go back to you. Here's the thing that they're talking about, waste management again. So we've got a couple of things happening. We've got a few groups in here and they all vie for what chat rooms and what channels they can overrun and own. We've got the waste management, which is fucking Martin Dienham from Norway, and his gang of merry idiots. Then you've got Blamey's group over here with the Keks and another purple that I'll bring up in a minute in here, making all these stories. And here's the thing. I think Blamey again asked Breakfast Club for Doodle's information. And I think she does it outside of the group chats, or she does voice call or something like that. But this is the way the setup is. So she does that, and here's Breakfast Club talking about Amy, asking about waste management, saying that I gave Doodles information and doxed her and tried to set up Amy, all that shit. But here's the thing again, it was them that facilitated this so-called doxing. And to be honest, none of you have actually ever proven, other than these sorts of screenshots, that that Doodle was doxed. I've never seen any screenshots, to be honest, and you've never shown it to me. You could doctor those and show them, but you don't. You just talk. That's all you do. You just talk and talk and talk, just like I'm doing now. But yeah, Doodle's information, and Doodle then is supposed to then have started this whole thing off with Casper and leaving and Breakfast Club and all this shit, because here they are again. You know, where's Ground Zero? With the blue waffles again. But Amy was the one that wanted the information. Why do you want that? Let's keep going, Space Mod. Why do you want information on people? Why is that important, unless you're going to send us a gift, like a present for our birthdays? And we don't get those things, so why the fuck? Oh, yeah, there we go, Fluffy Flamingo. There's another alt. Okay, who's on board with taking Jamie down? That's Amy again. And there's Hartley, good old Hartley. Yep, she's in on that. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Can we go to the next one? Oh, yeah. Oh, please, let's keep going. Can we go to the next? Oh, that's right. Look at that name there, Amy. RDA. Here she is asking for Bellen's wife's name. Bellen, I didn't even know you had a wife. Man, if that's true, why are you asking for his wife's name? Were you going to send her something? And here's the thing, guys. As I said, these guys fucking troll their friends. Here's this girl, here's this psychotic, this psychotic person asking again for somebody's information. And Mr. Cardinal, if anyone's giving information out or going after you, I'd go back to Hello Starlight if I was you, because she's fucking around with you big time. So is this piece of shit. Keep going. We're nearly at the end. Yeah, Mandy Bell's so dangerous. German lady, you came onto this platform. I don't know where the fuck you came from, but for some reason you think you know everything. Can you go and eat some fucking sauerkraut? Go and have some strudel, baby. I don't know. Do something constructive, because you either are incredibly stupid or you're all in on this again too. But you know fuck all about, again, you know a little bit about a lot. There's that a little bit about a lot. You listen to everybody, but you know fuck all. So I suggest you go and sit down and have some strudel, or baby, go and have yourself some, so go and get some of that German sausage into you. You know, maybe that's what you need. Go and get a good old German sausage into you, baby. So here we are. I would dare to say that it's any one of these blue waffles using my dead sister in Mandy Bell's live. Man, you guys, you just never give up. Yeah, I know Fluffy's Amy. Yep, Fluffy's Amy. Didn't you know that? Oh, she's everybody. But here you are trying to intimidate me, right? So when people make alts like this, and you know that, guys, because this is what you do. You want to hurt people. You want to do things to hurt people. That's the only reason why you do this shit. So you put my dead sister in there, just like you did to Mandy. What was it? You used her husband's suicide and you trolled with him. You used her, you know, her aunt. You used all of her tragedies and you weaponized it. What the fuck is wrong with your heads? Man, I wish this was Henry VIII. I'd be having your heads on a chopping board and I would bring that axe down, no problem. Absolutely no problem at all. The shit that you guys do is disgraceful. I'm sick to death of seeing this. This is not your life. You have no right to use anybody's information against them and then turn around and say, she's always trying to be the victim. Always trying to be the victim. I am so sick of your fucking voice, Purple. Jesus Christ. It is the most pathetic voice other than the blue waffles. You guys, honestly, listening to you, it's like listening to fingernails going down on a chalkboard. How you can possibly listen to that garbage, I'll never know. But I guess you like to be abused, don't you? All of you people sitting in chats. That's what you like. Then don't come crying when they start screwing on you. Because it's going to happen. Eventually, one day, one of you are going to be fucked over, just like you try and fuck me over, just like you try and fuck Mandy Bell over, or sipping tea with Marie. Man, that was a low blow. And you are females? You are very sick. Let's keep going. I'm getting tired. I've got to get ready for a party. Can you keep going to the next one? Because I just want to I'm going to say a few things before I leave, and then I'm going to put the files out there. Yep, there's Casper telling me earlier on in the piece, the search on the Red Hot Pie was done by a person logged in as Bigham's Thai 4321, which is Amy. Which is Paisley. It doesn't matter. They all work together. Yeah, and guess what, Nikki? This is the gang that you hang with, you sad fuck. This is your friends. I hope you feel good about yourself. And you too, Robbie. Hey, and Will, you too, mate, because you sat up on those panels. Don't forget BCF, you did it as well, she shithead. You followed suit. So, Will, you did it as well. You went up there on a couple of lives and you didn't even know me. This is the amount of people that they bring in. And they've done the same with Mandy. and you talk around and you say it's none of anybody's business. You drag everybody into this, you idiots. It is our business when you drag us in there, you dumb fucks. God, you're so stupid. How can you say it's not anyone's business when you drag them in there? Oh, keep going. Community shitter. Could you please do something about this community shitter? Oh, here we go. Yeah. Look at it. Look at our slicker. Let me just blow this up for myself. Can we please. So they made up a channel and they called it the Knots, where they ran around as about, 16. It happens to be 3 Knots still out there. So get rid of them, you fucking assholes. So they used my screen photo, put a hat on it or whatever, and called themselves General, I don't know what it was called, General Balloon Knot. What's the fucking balloon? You guys are idiots. I mean, your names are just so idiotic for starters. What's the balloon? You're the ones that are full of hot air. And here's Jessica. Please. What is it? I can't read it. I'm going to have to go to another screen. Anyway, so Mrs. Granny is supposed to be, but it's Granny Fanny was supposed to be this troll doing me, where they trolled me with all the names into account, they went into, I think they went into Nikki's live first. That's right, because I saw Casper as my company's name first. He just couldn't help himself. He just had to go in there and be first off the rank, and then troll around as me and pretend it's me doing all this dirty shit. And you're saying it's Mrs. Fanny or it's Granny. But Granny Fanny was the General Balloon Knot. Let's keep going, arseholes. Can we go to the next screen? I don't even know what it is now. I can't even read that. Where are we? Well, can everyone read that? Yeah, please show no one. Please show no one. But we're going to go and troll Space Monster with her name and all these dumb fucking things that you're doing. Let's keep going. But you can see what I mean. You see what goes on. General Balloon Knot. Yeah, and you know what? It's like anything. I've heard all the Knot jokes, just like anything. You thought you're really funny. Oh, look, there we go. Granny is the general. Good on you, Amy. Keep going. Is there another one? And here's me. Look at the date. Here's the funny thing about this, where they did their confessions, where I chumped up the waters again and I was going to do a live, and they think that get out there and tell your truth first, because if you get out there first, then she's got no power. Really? Oh, how's it going for you tonight, guys? You got the power? I got the power. Ooh, 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 ooh. I got the power. It's New Year's Eve. Woo! Baby, I'm going to go off in a bang soon. I'm having a great time because I am liberating me and Mandy Bell and sipping tea with Marie and Marie, because you are a bunch of arseholes. Oh my God, I'm just going to feel so good tonight about myself. I just might get laid. I just might go and find some wild young boy. I just might fuck him in the bushes. I just might do some wild riding tonight, because I'm 59 years of age and I'm as fine as can be. I can do anything I want because I'm an adult. I'm an adult, you know, not unlike you guys. Talking about all this bullshit all the time. Talking about this garbage. But I got the power tonight, and it's my life. So here I am saying exactly what happened that night between Jessica, where she says she's Bucky and she admits to being the knots and getting out there and admitting to herself, everybody. And then Amy does say that she was Ty that night. She does say that. And here's the other thing that's interesting. She says that she dropped the tidy whities picture into the misery Discord, and Copper took the screenshots and it went from there. I wrote that on the 18th, which was that first time round. And Twiggy, my friend Twiggy, look at her eyeballs. She's like astonished. Absolutely astonished. And I call them a bunch of bogans again. And yeah, thanks for fucking up my time on YouTube. But I actually feel really good about tonight because I feel like I'm just going to be having a great old time. And I think we're pretty much towards the end of the screenshots here. Is that right? Yep, we are. So here's the thing. I might just go back. Yeah, thank you. I'm just going to say a couple of more things because I'm going to put this out. MRB, Mummy, if you hear this, please reach out to me because I think you can do something about all this shit that's been going on, because they know in this community that we know who's been harassing you. And that's pretty much illegal, you assholes. You go and harass MRB like you did. You just can't let anyone have grief, can you? You just want to own it. It's got to be your story, hasn't it? You just hate somebody to have something better than you. You've got to make something in your life tragic so that you've got content. You know what? Get off your fat asses and do some work. If you want some decent money, then do something constructive with your life and stop destroying people. But here's one last little tidbit I'm going to put out there for you guys with Martin. You guys, we all started with a dreadful case, most of us here. This piece of shit, some of the people now running around trying to pretend that they are the saviors for this family. I'm so sorry for the Ruseks. I really am. My heart goes out to them. We followed this case, and I want nothing for the best for them, for whatever they can go through, get on with now. But Martin, what are you doing talking to Nicole Kessinger's parents and their lawyers? What's all that all about? Why are you playing both sides of the fence? What is that all about? I don't get that. And see, this is the thing, isn't it? All this bullshit that goes on, people telling lies about things. And now the last and final thing that I'm going to say tonight is Suicide's a very, very serious thing. Some of our family members have been touched by this. I'm very concerned with what's going on. And I guarantee that we might see some massive, massive problem with this whole thing that's happened. I've got a problem with the whole thing that we've seen on this side of the fence with this particular case with UK. Yeah, I'm going to go to UK right now because I know your involvement around this and what you've done with the Ruseks and the Watts. This whole thing with this young girl, I think that this one blew up a little bit bigger than what you thought it would, didn't it? And you might have a massive problem on your hands right now, you guys. Because by the looks of things, I think what we've found is that there's some big shit that you've caused. You've been deceptive with this whole plan. And the harassment on every level, and the fact that you victimize and you go after people, and yeah, Kay, you've been involved. But this shit that's happened in the last 48 hours, it's troubling for me. Very, very troubling. I'm calling you out, all of you guys that have been involved with this on that side of the fence. Because I guarantee you that's Porky Pies over in that corner. And I tell you what, that could be a huge problem for you guys if that's the case. But it's New Year's Eve, and I'm sick to death of the lot of you. You have harassed so many people on this page, on this YouTube. Sorry, I'm getting tired now. But I'm going to put all the documentation out, and especially on the last one there. I'm going to hold off on that right now. Because I've got a feeling it's going to go down a path, and there could be some severe consequences going down there. But you all know that you've been a bunch of assholes. You've harassed me. You've talked bullshit about me. Your husbands go off and have internet sex with other people. Yeah, all this shit goes on. And then you sit up there and you pretend that you're such a good, or you're all good people. You stalk. And then you call people out that want to stand up for themselves. I know that this is going to fall on a bunch of deaf ears, and I don't really give a brass razoo. I don't really care. I'm standing up for me and the fact that you assholes have been absolutely deceptive. You've been terrorists, and you've hurt so many people. And you hurt me. You hurt Mandy. You hurt Sipping Tea with Marie. You hurt Mummy Ramblings. Yeah, you've hurt Casper. Even though he's done some shit to me, you used him again. And Doodle, you're a piece of shit for following that. You're nothing but a loser. If you've told people lies like you do, then you deserve everything that you're going to get. But anyway, guys, I'm going to put the information out. You're going to get it if you want it. But some of the stuff cannot go out at the moment. It has to stay put. I wish you all a happy new year. I hope that all of you guys can really think that you can have some really good fun on here. You really can. But if it's going to cost people, then think twice about what you're going to do. And any of you people that are going to come do anything more to me anymore, just watch out. Trust me. I am like a bull. I will do something about it. And on that note, to everybody who has listened, thank you very much. I'm exhausted. It didn't go all the way I wanted it with all the screenshots. I'm terribly sorry, but thank you. I do wish everyone a Happy New Year. I hope that we go on to 2021 because guess what? It is the age of Aquarius and I am a flower child. So I'm heading into my best year, without a doubt. Thank you to the mods that have been hanging around. Thank you very much. I'm sorry if I didn't get to anybody to answer any questions. It's just the way it is tonight. And I wish you all the best. Thank you. And I'm going to turn off this 2, 3, 1. Good night.